Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Timberborn coming at you. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. We are playing on Ant Farm 3. I'm going to go get the map real quick. I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to make sure that if folks want to see the link for the map, we have it. Ant Farm. There's the guy right there. Moose 150. This is their map. Yeah. This one definitely showed a high level of skill when being made. For real, for real. All the things that you kind of think are nice, like trees and stuff that are available, are just actually in the way. A lot of the layout is weird, but like in a good way also. Just, yeah, a high level of skill with this map. And good day, Nedvid. Hope you're doing well today, sir. Yes, so last session, Power Online, Industry Online. Did a bit of cleanup. We've got some dirt being made. Freaking awesome, right? We converted over to wheat. We have a ton of lumber. We're actually doing really well here. Also started doing some landscaping work. Starting to move some of the not hospitals, but the housing over a bit. Get that all cleaned up. Kuna was here. Hello, friend. Yes, we made a lot of really good progress. Big tanks. We talked about automation a little bit. Just for new folk who don't really... You know, who might look at the word automation and be like, oh, gross. Why? It's a lot of fun, trust me. You get used to it. You get used to it. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. So, I don't know if I want to leave a gap in between or how I want to do this. I guess now that I have another look at it, I usually leave a double space so that way it's easier to go up and down. I think we'll do that. So, boof and boof. Sorry, lads. I know. Indecisive. I know. We're just going to pull this out by one. That gives us plenty of room to commingle around. Boop and boop. That looks like that. And that looks like that. Easy, right? So, we're not going to get any of this enabled yet. I guess that one's enabled. We should start disabling some of this stuff. That gets disabled. Okay. Keeping an eye on population controls, pretty important. I don't want this to spiral out of control, which it easily can do. So, we'll let this all get built. I'm probably going to go ahead and build some rooftop terraces up here on the next layer up. You just go ahead and get that placed. That's fine. You can't reach it, you can't build it, that's fine. Actually, you can build this? How? How can you build that one, but you can't build this one? Well, hi, Nico. You want to come on up here? Oh, this is a treat. Hey. Hey, isn't this way better than you shouting at me from the hallway? Look at this. Hey, buddy. Hey, friend. You can't eat the microphone for all that's holy and unholy. My man, you can't have my coffee. Oh, I see what's going on. I get the gimmick. You came up here for my coffee. You can't have my coffee. I need it for good brain think. Hey! 95 stream streak. Holy crap, man. 5 more makes it a hundo. That's incredible. I can't get past like 25 or something. When I get to past 25, my stream streaks break. 95, that's nuts. You did. The legacy is coming true. The absolute, the legend is coming true. That's what's going on. That's incredible, man. Yeah, for real. Oh, today's a weird one. Nico just came to me and didn't yell at me for 3 hours or whatever. Nedved's hitting 95. Hat is streaming again. Like with the GPU everything all good and clean. Lots of good stuff's happening today. Jeez. Jeez, oh man. Alright. Can you still build this? You can't. Okay. I was wondering how you thought you could have built it in the first place, but whatever. So, we're gonna start... boof. Yep. That goes away, and that goes away. Just start boofing down some of this stuff, get it cleaned up. There's a lot of good stuff. And you can hear in 1080p? Nice! Yeah. That was weird. Just a quick chat about it. If anyone comes across this issue as well, what was happening was Nedved wasn't able to watch Hat, and then we were like, just mess with the encoder. Like when it there's a little gear in the bottom right that you can set what bandwidth you want or what resolution. So I was like, I set people to 360 because I don't have good internet, but I want to support. And yeah, but what was happening was at normal, it was just blacking out the audio. Like there's just no audio to be had. So yeah, that's gotten fixed now. That's awesome. Cool. All kinds of good stuff's happening today. Look at that. What a day. Please don't eat that. I'm not taking you to emergency care because you wanted to see if you could swallow a microphone in one bite, okay? I mean, I will take you to emergency care, but... Guy... This is why no cat cam. Hi. I love you so much, but if you could not eat things, that would be great. He had a big breakfast today. I was amazed. Meds are always a struggle, you know, because he's a cat. But that worked out all right. Oh, and Nedved's gonna go live in about 10 minutes. Awesome. We'll give you a shout, buddy, when you go live. Awesome sauce. Voices in the Void. I don't think I've seen that one before. Voices in the Void. Oh, I'm gonna check it. Voices in the Voice. The Voice in the Void. Ooh, okay. This kind of has like an Undertale-ish vibe to it if I'm looking at the right thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that. You can't find it in Steam. Oh, okay. Then maybe there's a different game called Voices in the Void. It's only on Kickstarter. Okay. So this might be... This Voice in the Void might be a different game entirely, which is totally feasible. Okay. That goes away. Nice. Alright. So did that buy us any more power? It didn't. No, we'd have to work down further, which we can. We could remove this and make this the power corner kind of a thing. Boop boop. Down for 4? Yeah. Yeah, we might just do that. Okay. Nico, I love you very much. I'd like to game now, thank you. I don't mind he's getting a little exploratory, that's cool. But when he's starting to actively eat a thing that I know he should not eat, that's when it's like, alright. Distraction mode. Throw a distraction capsule, just hey, over here. Alright, bye. Okay, how much water do we have? 14 days. Yikes. That's no good. Is this empty? This is empty. Yeah, we might have to sacrifice our... there's some water in there, but that's not going to be enough for anything. This might be a problem. I have a lot of extra workers. Right? All of our industry is paused and everything. That's why. Okay, hold on just a moment. Sinuses running wild. Voices of the Void is on Kickstarter. The Voices of the Void is on... Oh, okay. Yep, that's what... Yeah, 2 different games. You got me. Yeah, I wasn't sure. You got me. Okay. This could probably be 1.5 or something. What are you reading? 1.17? Okay, I'm not gonna bother. No, I appreciate that. Yeah. No, it's good. I didn't want to get all worked up about a game that wasn't the right game anyway. So no, good. So I'm looking even more forward to what you're gonna play because I don't know what it is. Sounds very newsy, right? Because I don't know what it is. News at 7, details at 5. Nedved's playing a new game and I don't know what it is. Brah. Horror vibe. Oh boy. They give me the chilly willies. I really like it. Oh, good. Good, good. We are going to put a large pump here. We're not getting enough volume, I don't think. I don't think I'm getting enough straight volume. This one can stick around, actually. Hey, how you doing? You can stick around, friend. We got enough planks, we should be able to knock this out in no time. We'll build a big pump, we'll drink a bit, the wheat fields will die, and that's fine. We're doing really good on food. We're full of food. We're full of bread. We have 300 more bread. Oh, because it's sitting in both the bakeries, right? So we've got that. We've got 88 wheat flour and some wheat to begin with. So we're good. We're good. If we lose a couple of cycles, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, and get to chippity chopping. Yeah, let's get to that. This can be high priority all the time. High priority all the time, thank you. This is going to die in 11 days. That is unfortunate, but we do have this solution. I want to be a little careful how much water... Oh, hold on. Nope, don't do that. Yep, don't do that. Let's wait until we're at, like, the 5-day mark. The trumpet. Trumpet. Mambo number 5. I don't know why that's in my head. I don't know why anything's in my head. Didn't sleep well? I don't know. Now I don't even know. Now I have no idea whether or not I sleep well or not anymore. Yep, this is gonna drink all this out. And that's fine. It's okay if the lumber expires. Stop planting stuff. Is that all the water that's there? No, there's a bit more to be had. There's a bit more to be had. Cool. That's happening. That's happening. That's happening. Man, things are looking good. We have a lot of injured beavers, which I did prepare for this. So we stopped a lot of things to try to just get a stockpile of dirt. That's enough of that for now. Yep, I'm controlling it. So the automation's really cool. You can see what is automation controlled. On the outside ring, if it's blue, it's automation controlled. If it's yellow or orange, it looks more like an orange to me, I think. If it's orange, it means I have paused it. It's manual control. I've paused it, I've stopped it. That's what's up with that. We're still drinking water like crazy. I don't want to do too much extra stuff down there. Logs are great. Planks, yeah, we get our regular industry back online. Get more planks going on. What's in here? Pine resin. Yeah, sure isn't. Because it's empty. Because it's empty. We could probably continue with this whole thing. So I have, what, one paused house? I was hoping to build up a little bit more before I demolish everything else. Yeah, you know what? Let's go down that. Let's go down that. Yeah, rotate the thing. Thank you. That's very helpful. Incredibly helpful. Thank you. Okay, do that. And then we could remove this. That gives access to the other. Yeah, we'll move a bunch of stuff. Might have some homeless for a hot minute. Boof and boof. There we go. Thank you. And skaboof. I said skaboof. Oh, is there something on top? Ah, dang it. Right. Right. I wanted to move that, like, last. But for giggles and stuff, I could put it right here for now. Yeah, that's a huge drop in favor I don't want. Hello, first bot of the stream. Hi. Oh man, would love me some cheap viewers. Remove the space. Oh wow. Oh wow-wee. Hi friend, hey guy friend. Would you like some cheap viewers remove the space? I'd love some cheap viewers remove the space. I still want to meet anyone at all. Did I finish my coffee? Oh, I didn't. I would still love to meet anyone at all who's had like a real genuine success story with any of that. Like non-sarcastically. To be clear, I'm not interested in pursuing such things. But it's just, I wonder if anyone's ever like, how did Scribble Jim get to multi-million-dollar views? I'll tell you how Scribble Jim got to multi-million-dollar views. They went ahead and they got all the cheap viewers at funtime.biz. I don't know. Funtime.biz.edu.net. It's the .edu that makes it authentic, right? And that's not even the case anymore. I mean, that hasn't been the case in a very, very long time. Alright. Coffee complete. Central Keeper. Howdy, friend. Howdy. Life is, you know, hashtag living. hashtag just living. Yeah, life is a thing that continues to happen whether I want to or not. That's how that's gonna be phrased. No, I'm content. I'm a generally happy guy, I think. Life is fair. Life is good. Like a fine cheese, it's a Gouda. Yep, that was terrible, and I'd take that back, but I won't. How about yours, friend? How's everything by you? How is the life of Central Keeper? I imagine one of prosperity. Life is yes. Life is absolutely not fair, 100%. I could rant and rave, but that's not going to get me very far. Need to prepare, see you later. You will see me in a minute once I do first and hydrates and stuff, my friend. It goes away. But yes, have a delightful stream. When Nedvid goes live, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we do a shout out so you can find them. They are going to be playing. Now, I already got this wrong. Voices of the Void. So, we're going to see what that is. They said it's a bit of a horror game. Why is nothing being picked up? Are we still not building things? Get out of here. Thanks. Voices of the Void. That's going to be interesting. Horror is not really my jam, but I'm still curious. Why are there so many beavers just sitting right here? What is going on? Okay, how much water do we have now? You're not going to tell me. Okay, I guess it's got to build up its thing a little bit more. Yep, that can get built. Currently getting an AI to generate voice clips saying we're running low on carrots. We can link them to speakers. Ooh. Oh yeah, all the one-liners from all the old RTS games, especially. We require more Vespian gas. What's the matter? Oh, we're out of gears. Oh, yeah, right. You must construct additional pylons if your housing is full? Oh, man. I don't understand what's going on here. I think I've hit full dumb. Logs. Logs? More stone needed. Yeah, more gold. I mean, just every one-liner. Yeah. More stone needed, me lord. I am genuinely curious as to what is going on here. You're not full. Logs. Haulers. Builders. Hauling. Oh, there we go. Did I break the game? That's paused. We have 8. Someone do me a sanity check here. We have 8 extra workers. The heck? I don't know why this isn't getting cleared. The check had failed. You're officially insane. Well, I'm still able to comprehend, so that's... What the hell's going on here, dudes? There's a ton of logs sitting here I would like to get removed and put away. I think that's just everyone's smoke break. Fine. I'm not trying to critique someone's leisure activities. Pleasure or leisure. That's fine. That's none of my business. What you do off the clock is not my problem. But now it is clock o'clock, and we are very much on the clock. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna go say hello to Nedved. Nedved is live streaming a game called Voices of the Void. And we're gonna go ahead and Nedved Twitch. Like to do shoutouts to my friends whenever they're live. Especially, like, I've been able to find so many really cool streamers and stuff. So many cool people that are just like, I just want a game. I don't want to talk about all the crazy crap going on in the world. And I'm like, it's important to be aware of the crazy crap in the world. But it doesn't have to be every waking moment, right? I bet you any money this is a problem. Yeah. I bet you we're trying to build those and we can't, and that's eating up the builders. Because this isn't getting built either. Okay, I think something is hosed. I have 8 workers with nothing to do. Which I need to tamp down that number. Okay. Oh wait, no I don't, because all the pumps aren't even on. Okay, so someone is getting this. We have 4 workers. Okay, where are you going? District Center. Okay. It's happening. It's just really, really slow. Okay, maybe there was a lot of materials there. Maybe there was just a ton of materials. I'll buy that. I'll buy that 100%. Just a lot of materials, and it took a while. I don't really know what was going on there. Okay, anyway. Cool jams. Cool jams, kids. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do a safety save. It's not going well on the waterfront. Oh no, what's going on? Is anyone gonna build these? Yeah, it's a bit of a haul to get the explosives here. Okay, they're building this first. Okay. I don't care if something is not working the way I expect it or want it to. As long as I can understand why it's acting a certain way, I'm fine with it. You lost the fight. Why did I lose the fight? Oh, I didn't bring enough artillery. Okay, I can learn from that. That's fine. I can learn from build more diverse army. Got it. No problem. But if it's like you lose, well, why did I lose? Because you lose. Okay, well, that's not fun. Okay, nothing fell. Freaking fantastic. Every beaver drinks 2 to 3 a day. You have 40 beavers 10 days ago. You only have 7 to 30. Yeah. Yep. This is going to be a problem. Let's see. So what is our expenditure? 9 days. We'll get there. It'll be tight. We also have 3 days of... We also have 3 days of time, right? Before they... Oh. Is this because there's no foundation? Okay, there's no foundation to be had. That's the issue. Okay, so how do this? Well, the easiest way to do this is going to be we pop a hole. Let's see here. 1, 2. Ugh. Hold on. Is it Alt? It's Alt. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is where this has to be. 1, 2, 3. It has to be right here. Right? For all the support stuff. I think. So we'll put down a stick of dynamite, whatever this is. Yeah, we'll put a stick of dynamite right here. Knock it all the way down. Build up the support. This gives us splat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's not there. It's here. If I understand how any of this works, which there's a firm chance that I do not. This looks like this. So splat. So the support. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Support. 1, 2, 3. Support. Yeah. So whatever this is right here. Give me that. Thanks. Thanks, mate. It's pork chop from Cuphead. Thank you. So we pop that, boop, boop. Pop that, pop that. Pop that. Dynamite go here? Oh, what is this holding up? Oh, yeah, all the rest of the stairs. Shoot. Shucks deluxe, dog. Okay, we'll get there. Just please clear out all this crap. Get there. We'll get there. This and other lies I tell myself. Okay. I think we'll make it. We'll make it with a little bit of thirsty beeves, but we will make it. What I do need to do is build way more water storage. So this is going to be residential and reduxed. So what do we have? 80, 60, 30. We can get one or two of these guys. I wanted to rebuild all the foundational stuff first, but I don't think that's going to happen. So if we could get this on lock. How you doing? Boop. We will drink heavily. And we will be quenched. That is my mandate promise right there. In the land of the beeves. There's a lot of dudes just straight doing nothing. Just for giggles and shiz, can I get this prioritied? Thanks. Yeah, I've got 7 dudes not doing anything. Research is happening, or should be, right? And whatever else is still happening is stuff I've manually shut off, which I don't need gears. I don't need anything else. Yes, we have fireworks. Yar. Yar. I don't know why. Feeling like piratey. Yar. Yar. Is this a thing? No, but that house is a thing. Ooh, 10 spare beds. Pause. Good enough. Thanks. This is gonna be great. The one thing I want to do with automation is impossible. What is that? What ambitions of yours will go unfulfilled? We have all these planks. Oh, we're still making planks, aren't we? That's a legitimate concern. Just so we don't have to mess about with any storage. Can you be planks? And can you be prioritized? Thanks. Just, we're probably not clearing it because there's no storage space. Or whatever. I just don't want to worry about it. I want to set a firework whenever we construct a new beaver bot. Is that not under worker controls? Population counter? I haven't messed with the population counter yet, so we're just gonna see. Total pops, total beavers, bots. Oh. Greater than. Not when incremented. Well, okay. You could do a memory. You could use a memory, right? When bot number changes, so not equal to. So when not equal to, the number's different, stash that value in memory, compare it to the last value. Did number go up? The number's different, but did number go up? Yes, it did. Oh, okay. So what you want is possible, but you'll need to figure out how the memory works. But that's how you do it. Every time the number changes, you now know what the number is and what the number was, right? So compare that against, and then do a relay. If this is higher than this and it's different or whatever, fire off. So what you want to do is possible. It's just you need to memory it up. Memory it up. That was all I had. I thought I had a song. I didn't have a song. We got an ad break happening, folks. Great opportunity. Get up, move around, do a stretch. Yeah, it's very similar to how an SR latch works. You just need to know what the last value was compared to the value right now, and then you do your if logic. Yeah, excuse me. Oop, that came out. Sorry. We have at least 7 days. We have 6 days. Okay, so we're going to be a little thirsty. We actually have a lot of treated planks. I'm not going to worry about all this. I still need to figure out how to make a mod so I can save my audio files in case I need to reinstall my PC. Yep. Fair enough. This goes away, and this goes away. And if that goes away, I can do a lot of cleanup. Okay, everyone get that out of there. Oh, here. Sorry. Yep. There's that nefarious ad break, as told by legend. Legend of the ad. Oh, you guys actually got some work done. Look at that shiz. Would you look at all that shiz? All this goes away. This is why I wanted the extra plank storage, because I knew I was gonna need it. I want to be a little careful with the deleting. I don't want to accidentally delete a whole house if I don't need to delete a whole house. Okay, so this isn't accessible, and that's fine. We have a lot of bread ready to bread all the bread. Now that that's geberked, is it where this guy is standing? Yes. Okay. You get demo. Right there, thanks. And don't worry, I'll kick this thing off when y'all are in bed. We have dinamite, don't we? Yeah, we do. We got so much dinamite. Oh, man. I gotta build you guys like a pleasure castle or something, or a bounce house or some crap. Get out of the streets! I know there's nothing to do, but get out of the... Sweet God, look at how many there are. Go to bed. Go to bed. Thank you. Gotten Himmel. Just so many of them just mulling about. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, sure. Yeah, for real. I love to share folks' work. Yeah. Post a link? Yeah. Real. Thank you for asking first. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for asking first. Okay, and now that is the height I want. And if that's the height I want... Oop, nope. That's the height I want. Now, why no good? Maybe it's gotta get built first, maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby, maybe, baby. Oh, that means we're gonna have to pop on that. Man, even with 8 builders or whatever, time seems to take forever for stuff to get done. Oh, is this because this is facing the wrong direction? That's annoying. Ugh, why? I understand why it's a mechanism, I just don't like it. That can go away. It was facing the other way, that was the deal. Team community shared file. Oh, wow. I love that you incorporated trees into everything. In my humble opinion, that is exactly how a base built by beavers should look like. My friend, that is a piece of work right there. Well done. Oh, I like that so much. Yeah. No, that's incredible. We're building everything by districts and stuff because we have very factory brains, right? Like, we're very, very factory-minded brains, right? The industrial zone should have industrial stuff. The agricultural zone should have agriculture in it. The residential zone should be away from both of those things so that we've got clean air, whatever, in a different zone, right? Districting is very, very humanistic way to think of things because we're inundated with the rules and regulations and zoning laws and everything of these are rules of people. But you built a base that really honestly looks like this is a beaver base built for beavers by beaver. There's no second guessing what this base is. That's awesome. Yeah, well done for real. Okay, sorry, I zoned out for a second there. I got excited because I always like to see what other people are up to. Go home! God, get out of here! Yeah. Thanks. Sweet. Brisket, man. And hopefully I can build another thing right here. I don't know why I can't right now. But we'll see. Maybe I need another support column. And once the support column gets built, maybe it's fine. But I thought this was good. Okay. It can be a little annoying, but I kind of got also nothing to do until this all gets tidied up. So I want this in its place. Just so you can get this built. Okay, not yet, still. Soon. Yeah, everyone just look at it. It's fine. I also realized that all the materials we have are on the other side of the world, so not so daft as to unsure as to why things aren't happening, but I get it. Okay, so setting this guy up actually saved our bacon. That bought us like 2 or 3 more days of delicious drinkables. Okay, now does this work? It doesn't. Okay. I don't know why that doesn't work. Maybe my math was off. Or maybe we gotta build it out a little more? Does this help? That doesn't really help. Huh. Okay, what if... What if that? Does that help? Maybe it's got to be built first before it'll reveal unto me its secrets. Most cities tend to be grid or ring based. It'd be hard to do a ring planned city without a hex. Yeah. It'd be very fun to see a hex map, but that you'd need to redo all the assets and everything, or yeah, just have empty assets. Yeah, it'd look terrible, but that would still be really cool. Almost worth making the sound files for the folktales. Nice. Excellent. Finish him. How did this... Okay, so we're gonna blow out those 2 pieces. We're gonna build out that foundation. We're gonna go from there and see if we can get anything going on. Get that out of there. I want Dynamite right there. Thanks. We'll do this 1 square at a time. Maybe I only gotta go down 1. I thought we did this pretty exacting to the way we did the other thing, but maybe not. Oh! Alright, well, that's a thing that totally happened. And that's correct. Hey, there it is. Okay, cool. Minor inconvenience, not a problem. We're learning, right? We're one of them learning type robots. We're learning how it works. Okay, if I can get 1 there and 1 there, I can start knocking out all this other stuff. So that can go away first. Why am I being so exacting with this? Like I said, I kind of got nothing to do for a couple of days while this is all getting fleshed out, so... Might as well have fun doing this having a little buildy time. Just having a little buildy time. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. A chill piano is awesome. An aggressive piano is also pretty awesome, but awesome for completely different reasons. Okay, there we go. There's that. Now this goes like this. Wonder if I should change my usual. We're running low on with the Canadian anthem for maple pastry. Sure. That sounds pretty cute, I think. Okay, you have berries, which I don't care about. We still have 1.3 days. We're out of water. Okay. We can last a day. We can super duper last a day without water. Now, I'm hoping this is going to be pretty easy transition's sake. But this needs to get moved literally anywhere else. I don't care. Okay. Yep. Boop. This is got to be renamed. This is got to be renamed. Cool. Yep. You can tell I'm really paying attention today. That. 6. 6. Perfect. So this spot right here, I think we're pretty safe on. Demolishing and whatever. This, we're not. This has to get lowered and tweaked and stuff. Cool. That's getting built. Okay. That goes away. This is going to get moved somewhere else. Again, I could not care less where this is placed. That goes away. Cool, thank you. Give me all the room. All the zoom room. Get evacuated. I like it better on small maps because it kind of gives me the feeling that the change is immediate. The change just feels more immediate and readily activated, I guess, than larger maps. That's a fallacy, but it's like, object permanence. It's a real take into my level of object permanence that I'm making one change, everyone can see it, right? Like, all the beavers can see it. Everyone's immediately affected by everything I'm doing. If I do a lot on a big map, I kind of feel a little disassociated, which also might not even be the right word to describe that feeling, but it kind of can feel like it's like, well, alright, we're doing some changes, we're doing some stuff, but it's going to take a while for it to make any real effect. Rada. Which, again, like I said, is not really a good take, but it's really just a psychology game for me, I think. That just... I like that all my every single block I'm changing, everyone is going to see. And not that I'm so conceited. Like, it's not like, oh, look at me, I'm doing a thing. That's not it. It's just, it feels neat to have such, every block is an impact. Okay, so we should have no deaths. Low water, but no deaths. That is on. Cool. So everything will get fired on. We're -6. We have 8 available. So I'm gonna pause this. That always was the intention, to pause the Builders Union. Okay, water kicks on. Automation triggers. Pumps are getting worked, just like that. Nice. It also feels really good to maximize the space that I'm using, because everything's a gift, or everything's a resource, right? Available space is a resource. Wood is a resource. Grass is a resource. Water is a resource, right? Everything is a resource. So when it comes down to it, no matter what, I want to be a good steward of the land, I guess. So it feels, I don't know, it feels good. It hits different. It hits different. I do get the changing it so many times is annoying. I do understand that. But yeah, it's a different way to play. We are already at a bunch of water. Just so much water. I'm using my chest as bongos. We're gonna pause this. 10 kits, 6 extra beds. Yeah. Cuts our industry a little too hard. Are you active? You are, okay. So we have 4 now, and I want 8. I think 8 is our standard, so 2 more like this. That looks like that. That looks like that. Yep. Get that all built out. Awesome. Then we can start filling all the other bric-a-brac down here as we knock this out and road this out. Hospital beds, clearly. Teeth sharpeners are near the industry, if anything. That makes perfect sense to me. Wah, 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 wah. And then this can get removed. Whenever that gets built, that gets built. Yep, we're working it. We're working it. Now, if we really want to use more space, we could build on top of it. I like this side being a bit exposed for 2 reasons. One, the battery, which we'll do some maneuvering on that, which I don't really need to change too much right now. But also, I wouldn't mind to keep it open for zip lines, right? Like a zip line from here to here would save a lot of running around, probably. But we'll do some neat layout with that. Are we good? We're good. You get closed and deleted. Deleted. Deleted, deleted. That's just gonna sit there for a while, I guess. I don't have the strongest of feels about it, but sure. I do need to get this bread pulled out someday. Somehow. Some way, somehow, we'll get it. We'll get it. I don't know how, but we will. Alright, the path underneath is gonna be under this. So, what do I want all this stuff for? Well, I could probably... Yeah, I think I said medical beds for real. That's an easy thing to just throw down there. I like that. I like that, actually. Eight is probably fine. We're not gonna have that many injured, but if I run the frickin' Thrasher-matic 5000 for any length of time, we have a lot of injured. So I don't mind having a bunch of extra beds. We should be able to build all of them, even the ones underneath the planks. Yeah, because they can sit here and work diagonally down. Yep, you can see it happening right there. Yep, perfect. Okay, how many days until our water is filled? 7 days? We should have that, yep. I also built the big Chungus Thirst Mater Extreme right there. The big old Thirstinator. A little bit of tater with the Thirstinator. Okay, cool. Want to make sure no one was down there. If we can get some priority on that and that, that'd be great. Want to blow this out and keep adding more stuff, level this out a bit. Yeah, I know, you can't reach any of this stuff. Yep. No, I'm aware. I'm aware. We're working on it. The hospital is mostly for show. The hospital is mostly for show. Oh, that's terrible. Oh boy. Good stuff. Rock and Stone Memorial Hospital. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. This goes away. Yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a leisure and pleasure hit as I build all this out. I'm just straight up taking my time with it. We're in no rush. If I could get... Well, this is all gonna fall apart anyway, so don't worry about it. So we have this support here. That never got built. That's fine. We might be just fine as is. I don't know how much of this I want to redo. I don't know how much of the down there I want to get. I do want this residential thing figured out. Water and food storage rotated and cleaned up. I do want all that done. We have 3 more days with 4 more days to fill. Okay, and we've added... What is this? 3,200? Awesome. We should be sitting pretty good. Okay. Boof. Okay. I don't know how far we'll be able to go with this, but am curious. Almost all the way. Alright, so I need another support thing. Which we'll get in a minute. So that means that can path. This looks like this. We're getting there. It's taking a minute for sure, but we will get there. Our food is spiraling bad. Oh, it's because yeah, we drank all the drink to drink. Yep. Is what happened. And all these extra pumps running are taking more of our work. Is there anything I can trim out? Yes, there is. Boop, boop. There we go. That was easy. In the words of the Chinese MCV from Command & Conquer General 0 Hour, it'll look real nice when it's done. Oh, it's the dozer, it's not an MCV. The Chinese dozer, it'll look real nice when it's done. Nobody? Nobody wants to work this? Alright, it's nighttime o'clock, I get it. I really liked Generals a lot. I hosted when I first started YouTube, I hosted tournaments like crazy. It was a pain in the butt to organize, but it was still a lot of fun to do. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It's really a tough conversation to have because I still sometimes get asked, when you host the next tournament? When you host the next tournament? And it's a weird paradigm. Here's how this works. When you host a tournament, if there's no buy-in, like you don't have to pay, like I've never asked for money, but if there's no buy-in, people are dodgy as hell for reasons I can't comprehend. Because there's no investment, I'm guessing, right? There's no investment. There's no reason, like you don't have to show. If you don't show, you didn't lose any money, who cares? But if you have like a $5 buy-in, people are interested, like people will show up because there's been so many matches I've hosted and organized, and it's like, where's Jimmy? Where's Slimmy Jimmy? Slimmy Jimmy's got to be here so we can do the freaking thing. Oh, they're just not here. Okay, well, I guess. All right, you know. So it kind of became a very defeating process. I have to post announcements. That's fine. I'm the one organizing the tournament, but I gotta keep hanging on to people constantly. Hey man, you're up in about 20 minutes. You ready? No response. Hey man, the match is ready in about 10 minutes. Are you here? Trying to do roll call. No response. And then like 6 hours later after I'm like, well, they forfeited. Like after like there's a 10-minute grace period. You're not responding? Tough bananas. I'm not your dad. And then folks just don't show up. And then it's like, oh, that was today? The tournament was... Yeah, it was. It was today. I'm not trying to be a jerk wagon, but, like, this is a lot of emotional and mental energy for me to organize this crap. If you don't want to participate, that's fine. I'm not gonna cry about it. I don't care. But... So it's a really weird conversation when it's like, oh, John's hosting all this free stuff. That's great. Free tournament, free... You know... Organizing a thing isn't hard, it's just... you know, you hosting a little get together with your friends and you get, I don't know how social media works anymore. I'll just make up some words. You get like 15 likes or whatever. You know, 15, hey, you got 15 folks are going to show up for the get together thingamadoo. Yeah, this will be great. We'll have a good time. I haven't seen these people in ages. And then no one shows. It's like, fuck. F, man. F. Yeah, and I don't need... I guess I don't need people to care, even. But just, like I said, I stopped doing it because it's like, if you don't want in, awesome. I don't care. If no one comes to my pity party, it's cool. Just be an adult and say, I don't want to come to your pity party. Fine. No problem. That's kind of what got me out of the whole hosting tournament things. I still host Transport Tycoon Deluxe Tournament. I still host those. We're in the middle of one right now. And that's fun. The folks that do that are generally more responsive or whatever, because it's maybe more of a niche game. Yeah. Yeah, it's just real difficult to force someone to care, right? Like, in general. You either care because it's something you do appreciate, or you care because it's something you want to... you either care because it's something you want to participate in, or you care because you respect other people's times, right? But that's ultimately not the vibe I want. I don't want it to be... I don't want to be the angry guy that's forcing people to do a thing. So, yeah. The tournaments were fun and shiz, but... Nerd. Yeah, that's fair. Good day, Crank. Delightful to have ya once more. Okay. So, our max is 3,500. Minus the 12, we were at 2,300 before. So, the last drought cycle, we had 2,300 water. And how do I know that's what we had? Because we built the Super Big Chungus Ultimate Railroad Supreme, which holds 12 hundo. So I think we're in a much better position now. That goes off, that goes off. We need more food cycles. We're not getting good food cycles right now. We have a thing full of bread, but I'm currently working on something else. Okay, cool. That didn't break everything. Hot jams. Okay, so that is the one piece that comes out. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Oh, wait, that is what I want. Hold on. Mama said there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this. My mama said. Marmoset, marmoset. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole thing. I don't know if I'm going to bust out this whole thing, but getting these 12 houses in a line is exactly what I wanted. That's a mandate complete in my mind. Okay, so now, how in the butter biscuits am I going to get up there? I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway. All the things are off. All the things are good. Yep. Where's my builders union? Get to it. Please, this is taking so long. The other thing about generals, now that we're talking about it, is I think it was last year? Maybe the year before? Maybe last year. It went open source. Which is awesome. If not open source, EA released the source code. I think EA released the code or something. Let me look it up. Yes. In GitHub. Yep. Yep. I will post it into chat. Oop. What? My brother used to play Generals a bunch. Never my cup of tea because limited zoom. There's look up Gen Tools. It is something that adds better zoom, better resolution correction. There's a lot of UI stuff in there. I haven't looked it up in ages, so don't don't quote me, bro, or whatever, but that was a tool that we used quite a bit. It has map replay and some networking corrections. There's a lot of really cool crap that came with it. I haven't looked into it in ages, but like for the zoom stuff, it's called Gen Tool, like generals, not Gen Tools, Gen Tool singular, I believe. That's how, yeah, that's a dope thing. We have too many people now. 45 is correct. Yep, we have too many people now. Is Gen 2 since 2000? A different thing, I assure you, this is. They did make a Generals 2. Central, they did make a Generals 2, and it sucked. It was terrible. It was free to play or whatever as they were working on it. It lasted like 4 months and then it died. Yeah. It sucked because they used the same setup as Command & Conquer 4. It was the same deal exactly. It was you pick a faction, so United States, China, or GLA. In there are anywhere from 6 to 12 sub-commanders. You choose a sub-commander. That sub-commander has a specialization. Most of the basic units of that faction are unlocked. So let's just say United States. You have Rangers, you have Rocket Infantry, you have Humvees, you have a light tank, and then like an attack helicopter that's a piece of crap. You play battles and you get experience points. Those experience points allow you to specialize your specific commander. So the thing is, it's the same thing as Command & Conquer 4. When you buy a game, you don't own the game. Well, you do, but you gotta play. I think to unlock my mammoth tanks in Command & Conquer 4, I had to do 24 battles to unlock a unit. It's like, dude, that does not respect your time. I bought the game, let me play my blank blankety blank blank game. That's kind of the thing. That's my angry about it. It's when a game just straight up does not respect your time at all. And that's how I felt about it. But yeah, it actually had good networking bones. It didn't quite have a campaign. The system was good. Like to play the game, playing the game felt good. But yeah, if you chose your sub commander for China, let's say, and it's like I want to be the tank commander in for China again, like in the first Generals, you got to play like 20 something battles to unlock the basic crap. You have to play like 35 battles to unlock their full tech tree. And like I said, there are several commanders. So if you're like, I want to try China Air Force today, well, get ready for a stupid amount of battles to unlock the crap. It's not a fun thing for RTS. That formula does not work for RTS at all, in my opinion. That's kind of where that fell on its stupid face and exploded into the nightmarish void. What was I talking about? Well, I was sure talking about things, buddy. I sure was. We had 5 houses before. We have more than enough houses now. I don't believe I need anything else. So we're going to start adding some of the storages that are localized. So medium warehouse. This is where we're going to do bread priority. So we're going to keep this full all the time. Always obtain. This is going to be... What's another consumable that I want to have on hand? We're not doing other food. Books don't make any sense. Pine tar doesn't make any sense. We're not doing any of that. I could just leave this empty for a while. I never looked at Age of Mythology. I should. Speaking of RTS games, is it called Tempest something? Tempest Rising? Tempest... I've heard really great things about this one. I've heard that this one is a rebirth of the RTS genre. I haven't played it. I have no skin in the game. I got too much stuff going on. But I've heard this one is like the jam. The jam of all jams. Could even be the jelly of all jellies for all I know. But yar, that's what I heard. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Bird. Okay. We're gonna stop that right now. Everybody knows that the bird is the word. Okay. That takes care of that. You're on supply. Fantastic. Then we're gonna start building up, and then we're gonna get all the pleasure stuff gets built. This doesn't have to be here anymore. I'd like to knock this down a little bit more and streamline this storage, but that's fine. For now, build the stuff. What happened to the RTS a couple of ex-Blizzard people are developing? I can't remember the name. You're not thinking of Forged Battalion, are you? Forged Battalion. Forged Battalion was another RTS, but this was made by folks from Petroglyph. Yeah, here's another one. The Petroglyph is folks from Command & Conquer and Westwood Studios, and it's also sucked for the same reasons. Zero Space? Let's check it out. I am not familiar with that one. Zero Space. Zero Space. There's a demo. Oh, this has Starlance Studios and Iron Ward. This has StarCraft written 100% all over it. Building, yep, I'm just clicking through pictures. Supply depots, these are siege tanks, these are the Protoss. Not that that's a bad thing. Oh, okay. Well, here's another, well, okay, so Zero Space is set to release at the end of this year. 11 factions, 14 heroes. All these are maybe great selling points, but I don't care. I don't care how many tech trees you got. Knock 2 tech trees out of the way and get that solid. And then I'll give a crap about, we have 37 heroes you can choose from. Great. They're reskins of the exact same type. Either canceled in the first few years or still in development. Yeah, I don't see anything called Zero Space or Stark, or, hold on, I didn't look at Blizzard RTS. Blizzard Entertainment, Stormgate? No. This is a... No, this is something else. Warcraft Rumble? Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, Stormgate it was? Oh, okay. Mostly negative. Oh, wow. Yeah, this also very much looks... Oh, I have heard of this one, I just never played it. Paid on the Indiegogo campaign, can't give them to give me my full campaign unlock. Support tickets are non-responsive, Discord messages are ignored, users are blocked. Not giving this company more money. Seems they must have dissolved. Wow, they're... Here's a fun thing. Anytime you feel bad about yourself, like any person, if ever you feel bad, go and look up the reviews for like Overwatch 2 and Stormgate now, and any game that's been a flop, and read how companies make it impossible to just be a decent human being. And it's like, wow, I'm not this big of a piece of crap. Kind of, right? I'm kind of a jerk, but I'm not this much of a jerk. It makes me feel all right. You know what? Yes, that too. Good day, Steffi. Hope you're doing well today. Though, based on your current statement, I would assume that is not true. Hello. Almost looking toward Dwarf and Empire Eternal. Let's take a look at Dwarf. Is Dwarf like Spaz? Dwarf. Dwarf romantic? Dwarf, real-time strategic conflict. This looks like KK&D. Yeah, holy butts. This looks like KK&D. 100%. Yeah, this is straight up KK&D. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to a list of my wishes. Let's go find KK&D. Here I get to be an old person and share with you some cool stuff. Back in my day, we played a game called The Crush, Kill, and Destroy, and damn it, we loved it. Beam Software? I think? Australian dev team? Yeah. Let's see here. I'm yeah, Better Business Bureau, could I do anything? Made mascarpone cheese for the first time, 450G of it. That sounds dope. That sounds absolutely awesome. I hope it turned out well. About a pound. Oh, yeah, about a pound. I appreciate the conversion on the fly. I appreciate it. Turned out pretty well. Good. Good. Okay, this can get removed. I don't think I'm going to store anything else in here, so just to get this out of here. Same texture as store-bought, that's perfect. And you know the quality is good, because you made it, right? There's not a lot of contention there. Yeah, that's awesome. We're going to build this up by 2. Actually, I do want folks to pass through this forcibly so they get the food. That's one to look up. Dust Front RTS. No, I love talking about games. Like, this is why I'm streaming. No, this is great. If I wanted people to not talk or whatever, I'll do like a recording afterwards where I'm in my own head and I can get a little high and be like, yeah, man, we're gonna build some stuff. I saw this one. This one looked really, really good. My only complaint, if I could have a complaint, is I have bad vision. I have very, very thick glasses. I literally can't tell structures and units apart on this one. This does look good, though. Like, I want to see this one really work. This one kind of has almost a Supreme Commander-ish kind of a feel to it. Let me add that to my list. But no, like, if there's something folks want to talk about, like I've said before, like, we can talk about a topic, but I just definitely want to stay away from, like, politics and like sensitive stuff. It's like we can talk about that stuff off camera, or like there's plenty of places folks are can get mad about a thing and embroiled, and I just want good time feels. But no, this is great. Thank you for sharing these with me. 10 out of 10 will do again. I've enough for a cheesecake. That's awesome. But yes, I've added Dust Front to my list of many wishes. Which, unless I get a job, I'm never going to be able to afford any of these, which is fine. I don't need more games in my life. There's so many good ones. Have I tried contacts? I don't like eye stuff. I'm not weirded out by a lot of things. I don't like my eyes messed with. I tried contacts when I was really young. I don't know what the youngest age for contacts are, but I did. It was a thing. Try them. I could not. I disagree. You should discuss the politics behind the decision to rebuild your entire housing district. The Timber faction pushes forward a motion to stop construction immediately. Unfortunately, this is a Johnocracy, and you are not awarded a vote. Or, I should say, you are awarded a vote, but you didn't sign the requisite paperwork to solidify yourself as a voting party first. So, I didn't see nothing in triplicate, so... Supreme Commander, that's a game name I haven't heard in a long time. I love Supreme Commander. So I'll share with you, we're going to go down memory lane one more time because you all asked for it. There's an old game called Total Annihilation. It was like the first 3D RTS granddaddy to be a thing. And the thing that set Total Annihilation from other games was Total Annihilation was massive armies. That was their vibe. You would build massive armies. You're fighting on like a planet scale. So you're not building 2 Tiberium refineries and that's it. You're building hundreds of solar panels. You're building fusion reactors. You're building big scale and 3-dimensional. Those are like the 2 main selling points for Total Annihilation. Very, very good game. If it's not rated as overwhelmingly positive, I'm going to cry. Okay, no, it is. So another game came out after Total Annihilation. Total Annihilation also had like 5 expansions. the core contingency, the Iron Age or Iron Wars or something, which made it medieval, which, it was a reskin, But then, there was a game that came out afterwards. It's what's known as a spiritual successor. It's a game called a spiritual successor, where it's the same game style, but it's not Total Annihilation 2. It's called Supreme Commander. And Supreme Commander took this to the next level. It was, again, massive armies, mega machines, mega units, mega stuff. Like big walkers that stride across the battlefield. Very, very cool. So that's... And then there was a Supreme Commander 2, which was meh. Yeah, I guess it was fine. I didn't really care for it. There's been also a ton of other spin-offs after the Spring Engine went open source, which is what was used to make Total Annihilation. There's 0K, Beyond All Reason. There's a ton of other games like that. But yeah, oh man. Supreme Commander came out when I was in college. And it was stupidly good. Still stupidly good. Yeah, Forged Allegiance came out quite a bit later. But yeah, stupidly good. I think it was during college is when Supreme Commander came out. Something like that. Okay, back to this, right? I want to build up. I want to start talking zip lines. I want to start talking some stoof. Yeah, this is gonna be generally uninspired, but that's okay. I'm not looking for Frank Lloyd Wright level of architecture for sure. Like that. Like that at least gets all this connected. There's the housing project complete. Work complete. Scrobu, that's not complete. I guess I just double back. Like I don't have an artistic vibe for any of this. Oh, you might have to be too high? What is this? Platform. Yeah, there you are. I was wondering why you weren't clicking with me. Did fun one. Crimson Freedom. Let's check it out. Freedom, Crimson Freedom. Ooh, this looks dope. Story-driven RTS set on Mars. Build bases, command armies, uncover the choices and failures of humanity. Each campaign offers a... Yeah. Download. Cool. Done. Maybe we beat this map in the next 2 hours. We just play Crimson Freedom for the next 5 years. I haven't gotten into an RTS in ages because I'm bad at them. I don't need to go up another level yet. Nope. Nope, I just need... Thank you. I need a single platform, and I cannot be bothered to check the thing. The narrative being on a different planet doesn't excite me, because, like, that's just a reskin, right? I'm looking for fundamental good stuff. That's why they have difficulty settings, you silly. I mean, that's... Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. It's not wrong. Alright, please get all this moved out, and then knock that out. So we've got bread right next to the Hoosen. Nope, pause, thanks. Crimson Freedom demo. Your game is ready to play. Hot jams. Hot jams. We're probably not going to play it today, obviously, but... 45? 45 is the number I'm aiming for here, so I just want to make sure stuff is paused. There is a mod that removes the I can't reach a thing notification. I don't know if I want that, but it would be cool. Okay, so now you can get to the medical beds. Hot jams. Okay, that removed all those warning messages. 13 beeves with nothing to do. How many more days of water we got? 28. A pow. Awesome. Good slice. That's a good slice right there. Pine trees are happening again. Good. Yeah, we're in a much better position now. I just needed way more storage. Way! Okay. Time for a little zippy zip action. Hold on. That looks like that. This guy comes back here. Do we have enough for the brazier of bonding? We don't, but we can. This should be the other way around. That. There's that. And I'll want all that other fun crap built again. The statue of the beeve. No, what goes up there? This goes up there. Yeah, I don't super care about the layout. And Dan, I know, trust me. Something like that? How many can fit on a thing? 8? That's already like half our pops. Perfection. Okay. That's gonna be a disgusting amount of work, but I think that'll pay off nicely in the long run. Okay, now we just gotta figure out a way of how to get up there. And this won't work, I'm very sure of it. No, it will not. Good. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, nope. Yes? No. I don't know how to get up there from there to here to there. No. 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 I guess it doesn't matter? I guess it doesn't matter. Now build one platform over the tile where they enter in the exit housing area and put a 1-1 roof. I guess I could. I don't have any complaints except I think the roof being an aesthetic is stupid. That's my hot take. I don't like it. It's stupid and I hate it. That's my whole take. Alright. That works. Cool. Don't care. Yep. Cool. Don't care. Now, this... Nope. I gotta make sure I can go across, though. Or we just make this really weird. Yeah, I know it helps well-being. I get the concept of it. I just don't like it. I can't imagine having a conversation with another sentient being. Hey, man. Hey, did you check out Frank's roof? Yeah, I know, right? Shingles and shiz. Look at that. Frank is really on the up and up. Really happy for Frank. Not gonna have that conversation with somebody. Forget that noise. That's not gonna happen. At all. But I do have some space now. No, why would I? No. Should I? Am I being a bad civilian type guy? Maybe I should be talking about roofs and roof-like things. Parents, talk to your children about roofs. Make sure if they're not talking to you about roofs, make sure they're talking to somebody about roofs. Get up. Now you're oh my God, why? Don't play on top of the warehouse, little Jimmy. I know, Zenny. Dude's a dumb. What's your name, Dumbo? No. Dumbo. Dumbro. Yeah, breathe real heavy up there. The only thing you're gonna have to snack on is farts and your own demise. Well, that's a thing that totally happened. I'm so irritated, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw hydrates at people. Here's a hydrate. And here's a hydrate. And here's a hydrate. Okay, I've thrown water at 3 people. I feel good about that. I feel generally good about that. As a person. Okay, how are we doing? What? I still don't know what we're doing. Oh, the stairs. Okay, that got built. That's why you only deconstruct things on pause or during the night. Or don't let children play on top of the roofs of warehouses, I guess is the bigger colony decision that had to be made. Which is just dumb pants, I say. The dumbest of galoshes. The most foolish of pants. Thank you, Nedved, for that. Much appreciated, much obliged. All right. I know why it's taking forever. It's because it's going to take forever. Can I get another Builders Guild somewhere? Probably not. Food has recovered very nicely. Yep. Wheat takes a long time for a harvest and then bread to propagate. So that's why it kind of feels a little weird when we have these dips. So a lot of storage. Like I said, the game really rewards you for having a lot of storage. Or being rewarded by having a lot of excess. This can pop on. I don't need gears right now. I probably need about 200... Oh, yeah, we're out of planks. That's why nothing's getting done. I need just a dumpster of planks. Just an absolute clown college worth of planks. 8 more days till the drought is finished. How many more we got? Oh, yeah. We're out of the park. We've knocked it completely out of the park. Yep, that one extra thing is all that was needed. If you hear a knocking noise, the wind is actually picking up a bit outside. We have a bunch of tall cedar trees. They started off as like a weird cedar bush, but they're cedar trees, I guess? And they sway real hard against a fence. I wouldn't call them unstable, but I think based on how the buildings are laid out where I live, a gust of, like, there's a bit of a wind funnel. Cut them down, you need planks. Okay. I almost spilled what little coffee I had left. Oh wait, no, what is this? Water. I'd say half. If a birch gives 1, these are weird bush. I don't know how to explain them. Go find a cedar tree. It is. They're I think they're cedar, but they just bushed out based on how they were pruned, and they grew up like pillars. I don't think they have like substantial lumber of them, but it's like how they were pruned. They just bushed up. I'm not a botanist. I don't know how else to say it. Hey, that got built. Guess what? That gets unbuilt. Freaking awesome. We are making what the ancient Greeks would call progress. They don't give wood. They probably give like 872 sticks. If I did my math right. Let me check again. Yeah, about 872 sticks. Which you can't go back to plank once you've gone to stick. Which probably needs to be a weird t-shirt or bumper sticker. Once you've gone to stick, you can't go back to plank. Alright, so that's more than half done. Awesome. Can I get this done? Like for 20 planks, we can start getting some of this stuff done on the easy, as opposed to waiting for the big chungus. The great big chungus supreme. We have an ad break coming on about 45 seconds, folks. Real good opportunity. Get up, wiggle your booty, go get a soda, do whatever, move around a bit. That's the take. That's what I'm saying. Move around a bit. Yeah, this is going to be the big project for the day. Or this session, anyway, is going to be build up the residential area, get a bunch of this stuff going on, get our number to at least 17. So once we build that guy, we certainly will be able to. Also, can I get... Yeah, the weather vane. Decoration, weather vane. Go right there. Anyone that leaves will get some of that action. Bush and Lantern? Bush and Lantern is my new Bed Bath & Beyond. What do you sell? Well, sometimes we sell Bush, sometimes we sell Lantern. Hey. Yeah. Good boy. Oh, you're such a sweetie. My cat Zanny. He needs the attentions. Okay, so that got built. Oh, we're up to 14 already. Hot jams. And 15 is what I wanted? 17 is what I want for the, for the well-being. So if we get to 17, that'd be great, but 15 is good too. How many days until death? Plenty of time, yeah. Yep, I don't have to worry about any of that. Yeah, I really want to build out our industry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Can I build another big Chungus Supreme water thing? Can I put this somewhere else? Yes, I can. That goes there. With priority, please. We'll remove this. We'll put another one of these here, and then I can start knocking out all these little guys, right? Let's start evacuating that out. So, boof. What's the point of the clutch? Same thing. You can automate power systems. So, if we have a power system here, we could put a clutch. Just unlock it. You put a clutch in between the system, or like you'd put it right here in between the generator and the requester. And then this is what you would trigger based on your power automation. Why do that, you might ask? If you have like one mega generator, right? Like all your power's in one spot, but you pull different consumer lines away, like 3 or 4 consumer lines, you might say something like, when this supply, let's say when our battery is less than 40%, then trigger this clutch, and this clutch will separate the power transmission. If you pause the buildings, they don't consume power. There's no reason for the clutch. Yeah, it's better if you pause the building anyway. I think what might happen is you might find buildings that work at 100% with manual labor, but if you add power, they work 150%. So there's like, think of like mods. Think of like a mod idea, right? Maybe you have a new faction that can work any building, even if it requires power, at like 50% or something. So you can at least keep the production flowing. But if you add power to it, you supercharge it. I could see a lot of mod capability for that. You know, so nothing right now makes sense. But I think there's a lot of cool potential with all that. Nope. This all goes away when it can. Did that get built? It did not. But yes, I agree at this time, there's no reason for the clutch. But could be cool. That gets paused. Gets boosted. This all goes away. This goes away. We build a new one. And just for giggles, because it doesn't super matter, just right there for now. High priority also. How many more planks do we need? Ugh, 100. Ooh. These require planks, do they not? They do. Okay, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're actually losing a little bit of capacity. This is a 4-to-1 ratio. But if I can get some of this stuff moved, that would be dope on a rope. Yeah, got quite a bit more moving and shifting to do. But yeah, like I said, I think they put in enough framework that if anyone came up with some new mods, like I would easily see a faction, like I just said, it's like, can work anything. If it's like, man, I really needed like 5 more explosives, but I don't have any power. Cool, you can make it. It just sucks. Sprinkle some power in there. There's the good stuff. Can we get... What are you selecting? Can we get all this removed, please? And then, like, there's a lot of planks and a lot of logs to be had in this pile here. And pile here. A lot of logs and planks in this pile here. I'm not going to do anything until we see some stuff cleared out. This is full too? We have 8 workers. 8 builders, yeah. Maybe I'm used to having... Actually, I'm just really spoiled and used to having so many builders guilds, I think. Oh no! Hold on. Oof! Almost forgot. I don't think I need more gears. Oh, we got more pine resin. That's dope. That is paused. Yep, good. That can get paused. That's not doing me any good. Still got food. Dies in 6 days. Yeah, perfect. Yep. Absolutely perfect. We're doing great. That got built. Yay! So exciting! Oh my god. This goes away. Oh, I was clicking on the beeve. On the beaver. These aren't all used, are they? No. Okay. We'll wait till you get better, and then I'm going to shut this one down. Boop. Oh, what? Oh, you can't pause a medical bed. Oh. Okay, well, there's several medical beds over there. Please and thank you. I was very confused for a moment there. Okay, everything's building out real nice. That's about to get finished. Maybe? Maybe. But big ups. Big ups indeed. Now, one of these guys is going to sit right here. And again, I want to keep all the housing and the water and everything real close. We got the food right there, and that's pretty much what I wanted to accomplish. This guy goes here. Water, always fill. Thank you. How many haulers we got? 8? That's about right. Yeah, I don't know how much of this I want to redux. I at least want to move this 1 square to the left, which is annoying. And then clean that up a bit more. Yeah, the placement was fine for what we needed at the time. But not great. Okay, so now we're going to lose all of our workers, which is fine. Oh, whoops. Guess we never replanted the stuff. We have 10 work. Yeah. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yep. Now 6 are about to go away. And 1 more is going to go away because of this. Once that fills up to a point, there it is. Nice, man, that automation is so good. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this is going to be super annoying, and I'm sorry. Move it here. I'm not gonna bother raising and lowering every single thing. But yeah, shift this over by 1, put 2, ton of bread storage, call that a day. That's the idea. Bum, 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 bum. Might be nice for us to think about the rig, maybe. Oh yeah, we're just very out of place. Hey, we got the new guy. Nice. Okay, 45 housing looks good. Water storage looks good. We've got... Yeah, I just need a ton of planks. Lumber is still fine, because we stored just so freaking much of it. Get that going on. That's going to take a fortnight to replant everything, but that's fine. Yeah, just get it done as you can. Yeah, we're working on a lot of little other mini projects here. That's gonna be great, yeah. It's gonna be another chill build session, but getting my residential redone is kind of my biggest priority. Like, that's when I know I've beaten, quote-unquote, beaten a map. Okay, 20? 22? Get to 22, that'd be dope, but if we could stay above 20, that'd be great. Adding a few more amenities here will do it. How are we at with amenities anyway? Rooftop terrace. Oh, I could throw down some contemplation spots instead of the medical things. Oh, a scarecrow. Scarecrow needed paper, right? Scarecrow can go right there. I find it a little weird that this is how you do it. You kind of just smatter a bunch of units, a bunch of things everywhere, and it kind of just works. I don't know. I don't hate it. It requires research, and it requires resources, so fine. But it just kind of feels weird. I don't care. It's cool. I say I care, and then I don't care. That's 22, baby. Again, if we can keep it above 20, that's great. So that should be the lantern and the bush. The weather vane was already built. Once we get the scarecrow done, that's going to look pretty good. Looks like we're going to get all full water, yeah? 30, what is that, 3330? Oh, there must be a baby tank somewhere around here still. Okay, that's done. Awesome. Them's is some good potatoes. If we're full... Yeah, I could also do some automation that if it's full, just shut off. The only problem is we're going to fluctuate unless I build an SR latch. Not going to worry about it. I found the stream gauge. The old version, it's in the decorations. Oh, yeah. An old-fashioned way to measure water depth. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good eye. I forgot about that. Good eye. I knew it was still in the game. We popped over to Hatchstream as we game a raid yesterday. And I knew it was still in the game. I was hungry, and the cats were hungry, and I was hungry, and the cats were hungry, and it's like, I'm not going to worry about where it is. But yeah, I did remember it was still in the thing. So yeah, good eye. Catch. We got a bad tide approaching, which is fine. We're going to lose a bunch of... Well, no, yeah, we have this all blocked off. Yeah, we should be fine. We're actually minus a worker. Probably because all the water stuff is still doing a thing. Hey, 23, hot jams. Yep. Things are coming up Saramara. is there. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, this gets built, this gets transferred, this gets destroyed, we build 2 more. Little bit of moving around. Thank you very much. Now, I know this is going to be annoying, but if we can get all this removed so I can place 2 more, that'd be great. You know what's really funny? I'm going to have to place the right one first. We're going to need this again. Not like that, though. If I place this one like this, it's blocked. If I place it like this, it's not blocked. So you are bred. You don't have to obtain, but now you have to evacuate. That won't work. Yep. That will. Oh, wait. That won't work either. Just build it. I don't care. I need this. I need that. Thanks. The other thing I really like about these small maps is it forces me to be a little more creative with the space. Not to say big maps aren't creative. That's not my take. It's just, it kind of... You guys need to not be back there. Oh my god. Thank you, Crank. Appreciate it. Oh, 24. Nice. Will drink heavily of my own beverage. Thank you. Crap, I was a little slow on that. Yeah, dang it. Thought I had another day. Alright, well, might lose some stuff. Might lose some stuff. That sucks. Yeah, that's all gross. Do we lose anything down here? No. And that's probably the more important bit. Yeah, that sucks. Ah, man. Alright, well, actually, in all reality, we did get a bunch of pine tar. I should have moved a little faster on that, and I didn't, but that's fine. We got a bunch of pine tar. We have some treated planks. We're doing alright. A small skerfuffle at best. Or at worst. That's about to get built. I'm just going to pop that. No need for that anymore. That. Okay, that's what I want that to look like. Much better. We got all of our bread. Bread. But this is the please fill all the time. Please fill all the time. Perfect. Okay. Not too shababby. Could be better, could be worse, but not too shababby. It'll take us a hot second to flush out everything else. But we'll be fine. Kender! Welcome, friend. I wasn't able to check your stream last night. I passed out at about, I think, 15 minutes before you went live. Is when I was out. But how did it go? Tell me about your stream. Yeah, I don't like the new things. Oh, is there anything I can help with? Probably not. I think you're a lot smarter than I am. So there's probably nothing I can do, but is there anything I can do? Chat, I think, enjoyed it. Great. That's I mean, that's excellent. Good. Can I put a Bigum water storage back there? Kind of, with a little bit of finagling? Sure. That goes away. This goes away, and that goes away. Yep. Let's get more storage going on. I might put 2 big water storages here just to start pulling away a little bit, work on more stuff, but we'll see. Feels like such a huge change. It does. It absolutely does. That's a very fair take. I agree with that. I think that's a very fair take about it. Do I want water storage there? No, probably not, because I need room for the zippy-dippy lines. The zippy-dippy lines. We're just not drinking? Oh, there's a lot of water that's already in the outputs anyway. Have to go for now, might be back later if you're still streaming. Wonderful, Central. Thank you very much. Have a delightful rest of your day. If I don't see ya, have a good one. Yeah. For real, for real. Some of it I get, some of it feels excessive. If I don't see you, have a good day too. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. My take on that, Kender, is that yes, I agree there's a lot of stuff. My thought on it ultimately is that it's room for mod makers later, maybe, who want to add factions that act a certain way that the monitoring might be more helpful. So I think maybe it's not... I think it's maybe not super readily availably clear. Good. What some stuff is for, but I could see some room for it. I actually want this removed. I think the HTML ones should be more basic for streamers to pair with crowd control and such. Yep, absolutely. That was my take too. Yep. That's my take as well. Agreed. Goes away. There's that. Another platform, bam. Yeah, the modders are absolutely going to have a blast, yeah. Agreed. That gets our numbers up. That looks great. That's still trying to get evacuated. I don't really have a good flooring here, so I'm not going to try to synthesize flooring there. You know what? I do want this. I think. I don't know how I'm going to get up there, but... yeah, maybe. My pack rat personality is losing its McGillicuddy over everything. I think that works for me. Yep. Actually, this doesn't make any sense. It's expensive for no reason. I think I'm pretty okay with this. Pretty okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Oh no, I'm okay with that. All in Oats again. For free, I guess. Science, okay. That's gonna take a fortnight to build. What else what was another big project I was working on? Oh, Zippy Line? Oh, Industry and Zippy Lines, yeah. The Zippy Dippers and Industry. Sounds like a fun band name. Zippy Dippers and Industry. That goes away. This is actually perfect for us to add more landscape and build up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. How high are we going? 4, 5. We gotta go fast. Go away. Okay. Does that... I don't think that works. It super does not. Okay. We gotta go up one more. So there. Well, I don't think I want to even bother covering them. Oh, this is... No, that's right, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So I need another support maybe here? 1... No, I need one right here. Okay. We'll have a time with it. We'll have a time with it. Because we're not going straight across, that's why we're having some odd complications about the whole thing, but that's fine. Like this, there you go. From housing to industry. Something like that is what I want ultimately. That kind of helps. Yeah, kind of helps. Maybe not as much as I'd like. Cool. Go away, go away. If I can call you Eddie, any way you call me Al. Call me Al. Simon and Garfunkel? I think so. Seems like it. Okay, now I don't know if you'll be able to get back there. Because you can't. How many gears do I have? 0! Fine for now. I think we'll be able to get back there and get some work done. So, that being said, do I need this piece? I don't think I do. It'll stop right there. Let's start working on that, please. That would be great. Be my bodyguard, I can be your long-lost pal. Yeah. Ain't that Simon and Garfunkel? Oh, now I gotta look it up. If you'll be my bodyguard? I don't know if this song is called Call Me Al, or You Could Be My Bodyguard. Oh, it's just Paul Simon. It's not Simon and Garfunkel, it's just Paul Simon. Okay. Got it. Okay. How long? 4 point something days. We had some bad action happen, so I'm not going to super duper worried about it. I'm not going to worry about it. That can get thatted. How much water do we have? We're still filling water? How? Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. When I learned it was Chevy Chase, I was like, holy crap, really? That's amazing. But now Chevy Chase is a different kind of person. Bit of a jerk, I hear. But I don't judge. I don't do anything with celebrities anyway, so I don't give a Rudy Tooty. Okay. I don't think any of this is gonna work without a support first. So we're gonna do some of this action. Right here? Right here. Might do it. Yeah, I knew you meant Chevy Chase. Yeah, I followed you. None of this will work, I don't think. I think it's got to be like this. Which then I need one more thingamadoo. And then we're in the goods. Yeah. Apparently it's become impossible to be just a decent person. Which makes me sad. But, whatever. I guess. Okay, we got one big Chungus Supreme filled. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have so much storage of everything. Is that pine tar? Ho ho! Snap diddlies. Snippity snap diddlies. Yep. 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 It's a thing, and it's a weird thing. And it's a thing. We could turn that back on. I got 7 dudes just milling about doing nothing. The oak isn't ready yet by a margin. Ah, most of it died. Ah, farts. Yeah. I was a little late on that contamination barrier. Womp womp. Lesson learned, I suppose? Lesson learned, I suppose. I keep saying lesson learned and that doesn't happen. Bum. Alright. Is this getting done? Oh, it is done. Okay. Oh, I see what the problem is. That's the problem. The directional stuff still throws me off pretty hard, but we'll get it. This and other lies I say to myself. Yep, there we go. Okay, now it's being built. I wasn't sure what was going on, but it'll build in the direction of the arrow. Oh, excuse me. For those that don't know, it builds in the direction of the arrow. And the idea is it allows you much more control to build up and build out. So that way you have controls to where it goes. So by pointing it this way first, beavers will come here, build this, and then build this because there's nothing behind it, and they'll build like this. And then once this gets built, then I can remove the support. If I remove the support, this is just going to fall right now. Norman Lear was rude and did not hide it. I appreciate someone that's a jerk and does not try to conceal the fact. I appreciate that much more. That someone, rather than someone you see in a movie or whatever, like, I'd buy them a beer. I'd hang out with them. They sound really cool. They seem like a real level-headed bloke. And then they get a microphone in front of them for 5 seconds. Well, I'll tell you what I hate. And it's like, Or you don't. That's also an option. You could just not say words stuff. That'd be great. But whatever. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. Yeah? Something like that? It's something like that. I guess all in all, if someone's a jerk and is clear about it, fine. I guess the thing that, like, I've also seen so many people, and I've known people that it's like they'll do something and they don't know they did wrong. They'll be presented, hey man, that's not cool language. If you don't mind, please don't say that thing you just said. That's not cool. And then they double down. The double down is that's what gets me. That's also what really gets me. Is like, oh, I'll tell you what I think about blah blah blah, and it's like, ugh, gross. Okay, so this went away. No problem, right? Because we built the support. This guy should be able to go away. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I think this has to be built up a bit. The benefit for having writers in PR and they open their mouth. Yeah. That's something we should be teaching in schools. Is just basic empathy and ethics. 1, 2, 3. Right here. But empathy and ethics doesn't get people paid, or whatever. Okay, I think that's what's missing. I think the 3 right there is what's missing. Now, can you reach all that? Gosh, no. But I can't delete this guy, because there's something in the way, and I think that's the way. I think that's the whole dare and do. Ding ding. That gets us close, but not really. I'm 1 tile short. Alright, so let's do this. No. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Hi. Up, up, and up, and up. That should do it, and they can work 1 tile up. I think that might work. Let's try that. Struggling Engineer 97, welcome. Have you looked into the new automation beacons and how chat might be able to control the world with them? I am not a smart person. I'll just cut a lot of the chase out of the conversation. I'm not smart. So I don't know how these work, but I know what they can be used for. So yeah, I could see crowd control. I could see a lot of things. I could see a lot of really cool stuff with this, being able to read webhooks. It could read Discord. It could post messages to Discord. It could interact with... Yeah, I could see this interacting with a lot of systems. So I let battery set those up. Fair. So I am smart enough to know what a device is used for, but I might not know how to use the device, right? This is a gun. I know what a gun is. I've seen what guns can do. I'm understanding of what they are capable of. Do I know how to disassemble a gun? No, I have no idea. There's a thing, and then there's the pin, and the thing that you pull, and then baloney comes out of it. I have no idea. That's kind of the thing. My dad was friends with the owner of a showboat in Las Vegas. He gave us tickets to see Anne Margaret at Caesar's Palace. We got to meet her backstage. She was fabulous. That's awesome. Yeah, not everyone's a jerkwagon. I'll make that. Like, I hope I'm not a rampaging jerkwagon. I hope people want to come over and feed me soft shell tacos. That'd be nice. Hi, friend. No, don't pet the John. You got to make sure you bring soft shell tacos, or this messes up the whole deal. Oh, but I like tacos. Oh, that went away. I don't know what changed 8 seconds ago, but something changed 8 seconds ago. Okay. Hold on. It's time for some saves. It's been a while since we've messed with that. It's been a... No. This one. Yes. Ding dong. I do have some programming experience. I can read code, but if someone was like, write code, I'm like, I don't know what the functions are called in your weird language. I know Visual Basic. Can I write this in Visual Basic and you'll transcode it to something else? You can't? Well, I guess we're both just going to stare awkwardly at each other, aren't we? That's how that works. Okay, so I don't need any of this crap. Somehow. Unless... Did that just... No, that didn't break a thing. Okay. Well, alright. I guess I'll just get all my planks I'm not going to use back. Fine. I'll take my business elsewhere, sir. Okay, so now let's design a industry worthy of Steven. 1, 2, 3... Something? Go for something like that. Hey, thanks for the follow, Struggling Engineer. Much appreciated. I'm a real simple dude. I like to call myself an idiot class if we're talking about Final Fantasy Tactics. I dumped all my skills into being an idiot. But I like to have fun. I've been gaming my whole life. I like gaming. I like to think I'm a chill bloke. That was kind of the whole sale there. Yeah. I can't move this over anymore, can I? As I get older, it get easier to slide into grumpy old man mode. I shut it down when I recognize it, if I recognize it. What's helped me with grumpy man mode is the same thing a psychologist tells adult children about how crappy their parents are. And the thing I go with is they did the best they could with the information they had. They were also kids growing up. They made some mistakes. Being angry about the choices they made aren't going to fix my psychological hang-ups, nor is it going to make them say, oh crap, I'm really sorry, I was a dingus pants. So... it doesn't give them carte blanche diplomatic immunity either. But when someone does a wrong on me, my first take is, could this have been misconstrued as, oh, in my culture, we say blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, whoa, in this culture, that's not cool language, ham pants. How about you settle down, right? So it's important to realize, like, was this directed at me in malice, or... is this just a cultural thing I didn't understand? And that's something that really clears out a lot of the junk for me. Now, if someone's being an absolute jackwagon, like jackwagon with intent, that makes that a lot easier of a conversation, right? We got like one rule: don't be a ding dong. It's not tough. When someone says, "Hey, man, you're being a ding dong," apologize for being a ding dong, and then try your best to not be a ding dong again. But, yeah, I get it. It's tough and rough and tough enough. I get it. Since we've got all this caca-poo-poo pee-pee water... Oh, looks like it dried out. Right? Yeah, it all just dried out. Never mind. I was gonna say we should probably flush it, but there's no point to flush it if it's already gone! But in bird culture, that is... I can tell a Rick and Morty quote. But in bird culture, this would be generally regarded as... a that. Man. I'm waiting on what? Logs? Planks, gears, metal blocks. Oh! Oh! Oh, we did things. Okay, turn that on for a minute. We're full on explosives. This can go away. Yeah, we... Oh man, we went through some materials. If you can get that out of there, we'll build the thing. We'll get this last guy done. And then that's probably all the water storage I'm going to need for the rest of the game. We were doing fine on 2,300. We're going to have 4,500 or some change carry the 3 or whatever. We go. Do we have any more water? We do. Get oot. Thanks. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this guy gets filled all the time, ensuring that when folks come home from a hard day of work, they can get a drink, they can get a food, they can get a relaxation, and they can get a snoozeroo. Hey, that was fast. What the heck? Oh, it takes metal to build that thing, does it? No, I have no idea where the metal came from. Am I that tired already? Probably. I've been sleeping like a jigsaw puzzle that hasn't been solved yet. Yeah. Can't get all the required material. Yes, we're out of logs. Congratulations. We're done with that too. Actually, don't build this yet. That was proof of concept anyway. I want to extend this out further. Not sure how I'm going to do that specifically. Because this kind of falls off to Narnia, right? I mean, more industry room is more industry room, so I'm pretty okay with that. Yeah, please just cold crank all of the stuff. And do we have scrap metal room? We do. Guess what? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're working on that. Oh, I had some metal blocks. What? Okay. I'm gonna invoke the ancient ritual of not worrying about it, even though I'm a little concerned. If I was a Roman deity, they would call me Concernicus. Not huge. It's not my biggest fandom, but 3, 1, 2, 3. It's one that I think is fun to reference once in a while. I think when I'm trying to judge long distances and I say I gotta go all the way to Narnia and back, I think folks know what I'm talking about. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Please do that. So yeah, I wouldn't say like I'm the hugest fan or whatever. Read the first book? Seen a movie? So I know enough about the fandom to talk maybe about little stuff, but not enough to be like... Chapter 3, Season 6 of this shenanigans. Look at this thing. See this lion over here? Dude's on meth. Or whatever. Bad example, but... I've understood what a book can do. I can... I've understood what a book can do. Okay, that's gonna build that out. This'll pull a bunch of squares this way, and then we can get some stuff done. Okay. Is everything being rebuilt here? It is. One thing that's talking about Narnia is the Z cultural equivalent of talking about the neither. Like, I guess I'm not familiar with the neither. Nether. Oh, the nether. Oh, okay. Like Minecraft nether? Or is this an allegory to Dante's Inferno? Or where... Now I don't know where we are. Guess it has to get built first. Nether am I. Yeah, me nether, man. Okay, Minecraft. Got it. The hot place in the hot zone. If somebody wanted to rewrite Dante's Inferno to add an extra ring or two, I'm very confident someone would add the Minecraft nether in there. And the thing that would be your torture is that you always have to place beds. Because do the beds still explode, or am I too old to play the game anymore? Both could be true. Did I count this like a butt? No, I counted it right. I counted it like a very non-butt. They still do? Okay. That's the Dante's Inferno equivalent of bad crap happening, is you always have to just place beds over and over and over and over again. That's the deal. That's your punishment. Villagers can use beds? Great way to mine netherite. Oh, I guess, yeah. I guess that tracks, yeah. And poof. Now this should be able to be filled once this guy gets set up. Let me have my industry, dang it. Dang it. Not quite dual, not quite Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual, but I'll take it. Okay, this should connect. That gives me some room. We want a zoomy zoom up here. All I want to do is room a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Hi. That looks like that. That looks like that. That looks like that. Oh, I'll get you. I'll get you, little square that doesn't want to participate in this little escapade I got going on here. You're gonna get got. You're gonna get got so good, I'm gonna fill you with another block over here. You're gonna wish you didn't get got so much. Good on that. We have a bunch of injured? One injured. Yet any Minecraft thing to the levels of the Inferno, society will learn to exploit it. Society exploits everything, whether I add or remove anything to anything. That's the unfortunate thing. Well, maybe it's a fortunate thing because then they'd at least be aware of it. Maybe? I don't know where to... Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Okay. I don't get why this square. Are you supporting something giant hole in the floor? No, you're not. I don't get what's going on here. Hey, there it is. Just had to fill it out. All right. We are about to have something that resembles a functional industry. Minecraft is just easily exploitable because of how open it is. I suppose so. Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. Okay, so I need to run power around here somehow. I think we're just going to run it overhead. We already have the biggest space here, so this is where we're going to put our heaviest hitting industry. So, smelter. Do I need 2 smelters? I kind of want 2 smelters. So this is how all this crap is going to happen, right? Like this. Again, very uninspiring. But I'm a kind of builder that wants to be very functional. So if it looks too direct and it's like, John, you did this the last 7 times. Like, cool. We're going to make this 8. Because we can. I can't really get over there now that I give this penny farthing worth of thought. Worth of think. So for right now, we're going to do this for now. Just vertical, power, power. And then this comes up like this. This looks like this. Oh my god. This is... How far was this? 10 meters? Hold on. Stop. This 10 meters saves someone from walking 157,000 Kalamahammers. What's the new power shaft? It is called a clutch. And a clutch allows you to programmably, automatically remove or engage a power network. So you put it here. You put it in a branch. And then you could put a power sensor to it. And you could say, whatever, if battery is less than, whatever, 50%, then disengage a consumer, or whatever. This is a bad example, but disengage, so you have your producers and a consumer. Let's just say, you could say, shut off a consumer if a certain point, and that would kill the power. So yeah, that is a midterm in between. What am I trying to say? It's how you automate power. If you want to automate power connections. Now, we've already discussed that it's probably more fortuitous to just shut off the facility by pausing the facility that's consuming it, because you get the workers back also. Let me guess, you can't make it back there. You cannot. Use it in a water drill to keep it at water level. Oh, that's smart. Hecka smart. Yeah, I like that. Oh, this is going to be just so dope. So now I need another one, like over here, close to all the supply of things. That would be great. Is all the water pumping? Are we doing all the things? We're full anyway. Cool. Neat. Now what I should do is I should add a lot more automation, so that way the big drill always is running all the time, but the little, not drills, pumps. The little pumps only kick on when we're under 3,000 water or something. And that's how we could coast. But I'm working on other things right now, and I have mono brain or whatever. One track mind. That's what I was going for. What did I say? Mono brain? I got a real bad case of mono brain. A case of mono is something else entirely. Mono is bad. You don't want mono. Oh no, a D route. Yeah, we're fine. We are fine. I'm just waiting for Timberborn to introduce item replacement, so I need to tear down my skyscraper just to replace a building. Ooh, that would be dope. Ooh, yeah. Gosh, and you know what? Even have it cost something. Stereo brain somehow sounds worse, yeah. The kissing disease, yeah. For replacing tiles, I would even pay a fee. Like the tunnel. Like how the tunnel works? The tunnel replaces a tile with a platform. I don't have it yet. But this replaces a tile with a platform. If you want to replace something, I would even pay 6 planks or 12 planks or something. If I want to replace a tile, and it acts as a scaffolding placeholder. That would be awesome. We are out of bread. What? Oh, because we're out of lumber. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. No more production. Full on explosives. Do we have... Ooh, we might suffer colony death. Is any of this lumber going to be ready anytime soon? No. Is any of this anytime? No. Oh no, bro. You reach that? You can't. What if I do this? Can you reach it now? You can. Okay. We'll be fine. That's not the thing I wanted. Okay, that is set to chomp. We'll be fine as long as we're not consuming any lumber. Yeah, harvest dead trees. That's the idea too. That's fine. That's fine. None of this. This. Yep. This all takes logs. So... I wish I had a... There's a mod somewhere. It's buried in another mod that allows you to mass pause things. I have to find it. Oh, that's funny. The pause button down there is this guy, and if I pause this guy, it brings it up to the top. Funny. Okay, everything's paused. We're great. Okay. That was scary. Yeah, we've had no lumber for a while. That's been the issue. But these are oaks, so that should work out pretty well. You know, if I make sure to unpause the thing. Because as I mentioned before, I'm very good at video games. Can we get a mod for massive pause? Yes. There is. I'll look it up right now. I got nothing to do. Timberborn. It's like tools. I don't say like timber tools. Tools. Toby tools, custom tools, pipette tool. No, it's something in here. Oh, Timprove, I think it's what it's called. Fix the pause on hazardous water, pauses the weather. Pause on bad weather. Looking for it. This might not be it. There's a mod that adds like a bunch of stuff. Which is fine. But I just want the pause a bunch of things. Anyway, I'll deal with it later. I can't seem to find it. Cool, now we got bread. Hot jams. Hot bread. Yeah, the two bakeries we got will handle us very well. I think we barely needed one, or we needed one bakery. We had 36 people. And now we've got just a little more, enabled another bakery, and now we're sitting real pretty. Gosh, I like this music so much. It's the same thing as Airborne Empire. Like, after a while, the music was so calming. I still want to stream for like 7.5, 8 hours or whatever a day. I'd like to see if I can make this a career. Kind of thing. Will it happen? Most likely not. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. But that would be the dream. But as I was streaming for the hours, what would happen is, like, after hour 2, hour 3, I've consumed the coffee, the caffeine started to wean down, 4 hours, 5 hours. At the 5-hour mark, especially after like a little bit of lunch, it was just like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I can't do it. I can't do it. I muscled through it, and it's just so good, but the music is so calm. That was a lot of fun, though. The game was a lot of fun, Airborne Empire. They'd have to add quite a few more things for me to play a third season of it. And it's also like $25 or something? $30, my goodness. Yeah, it's a difficult... I think it's a difficult game for me to push on anyone else. But I think I got it for like 15? Big going live sale or something? But it was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But $30 is a tough sale when also that same price point is like Factorio, right? That kind of... And again, Factorio is also not for everybody. But Factorio is a game that has so much replayability. Like, a devastating amount of replayability. I want the bakery, or at least the grist mill, to come up eventually. Because you're still being wheel driven. Yeah, and you need how much? 60 horsepower? Okay, and the wheel produces 50? That's fine. We're still full on 52 days of water. Excellent. Those are numbers I can get behind. Okay. So this is also where what we'll do is we'll set up some automation. We'll automate our plank producers. What are they called? Sawmills? Lumber mills, whatever. We'll set up the lumber mills so that way they will run if we are low on planks. And we have at least 100 logs or something. That's how the automation will work. You want to make sure you have it so that way two conditions are met. So you have a need and a surplus, right? We need the planks, but we have a surplus of logs. Go crazy. That kind of a thing. We got an ad break in about 45 seconds, folks. I'm actually going to do a quick save. I'm going to get up and stretch out of my chair. So I'm going to leave you with this for like just a minute or two until I come back, right? Nice little shot right there. So I'll be back in just a moment. I guess I'll just say it again, BRB. All right, I am back. Whew. It's good to move around. It's good to just get out of the chair. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. Just get right out of the chair. How we doing? 109 logs, and I see some pine coming in. Awesome. We're good on the pine tar. That's not what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna keep calling it because I've got a bad brain, but it's the only one I got. Oh, and now the ad break kicks on. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Good stuff. Right. Stuff. Yep, tree harvest. If this could get built, that would be awesome. We'll deal with the power in a second. Metal? We're out of metal? I don't know why I paused that. But I did. I don't know why. But I did. Yeah, if we could get a thing right there. No. Ah, the stupid... Ah, the height. Next map we play. Big map. Big tall, big map. No more of this little stuff. I have appreciated the smaller maps. Don't get me wrong, but oh my goodness gracious. Okay, we got a ton of water there. We're not even doing anything down here in terms of water. Yeah, we're good. Honestly, I was hoping that there wouldn't be any more updates and we would play a different game for a week and then come back to Timberborn. I've enjoyed Timberborn immensely. So that's not even like, oh man, I really want to play something else. But I didn't realize what was going to happen with this whole automation thing. I didn't know automation was going to be a thing. Like, not a, oh man, I can't wait until they release automation. Like, I had no idea that was going to happen. So not a bad thing, just a silly thing, though. We're good on that for now, thank you. I got some extra workers. Oh, y'all are done. Oh, awesome. Pause and pause, thank you. Was there more metal to be had up here? We got it all. We got it all. Excellent. Okay. That's great. I do want to start going down here, start clear cutting all that metal. We don't have a ton of workers at this moment. Oh, we've got 8. We have 8 kits. That's why. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to chillax for a little bit until that works itself out. Oh, why do I have? I got that in my head now too. Yeah. Oh, I've said this before, and whenever I meet new people and they realize like my personality is generally really bubbly and maybe a bit annoying, I get it. Not everyone's gonna love me, and that's fine. But I've had comments before. It's like, don't you ever shut up? And I'm like, dude, well, how do you think I feel, huh? How do you think I got what's going on over here? Yes, yeah, mate, I wish I could. I don't know how to tell you this. I absolutely wish I could. We'll probably do this up so I still have access to this stuff. I gotta figure out how to get down there, but we're just out of lumber right now, so I'm just playing the chill out card. It was like I was someone's +1 for a thing. Somebody said they liked Transformers or something, or Gundam or mechs or something. I don't remember what it was. I'm like, dude, I'm an old school Mech Warrior. Yeah, Mech Warrior 1 for the Super, Mech Warrior for... Yeah, Mech Warrior, what was it? It wasn't the Tandy or something, but it was also Mech Warrior 2 for the PC, Mech Warrior 3, Mech Warrior Mercenary. I like mech games. They're kind of my jam. Big stompy robots? Yes, please. 2 scoops of that. And someone was like, you just don't shut up, do you? I'm like, I'm excited. You talked about a thing. It's not your fault. It's your fault. You're now subject to the rest of this conversation. So it's not your fault, but it's kind of your fault. And so, yeah. Don't you ever chill out? It's like, man, the second I find a way to do that successfully and not have any adverse side effects, I'm in. But that's not a thing right now. Not shutting up, one of the best traits for a streamer. Yay! I'll put that on my character sheet right now. Name, John. Middle initial, T. Last name, Megacycle. Traits, bubbly, idiot. Idiot, you gotta write it down twice, because it is there twice. Idiot. Does not shush. And idiot for a third time. Let's just make sure we cover all the bases, yeah? No problem. Boom. Done. Can I play in your D&D campaign now? Please. I'll be a cleric again, that's fine. I love playing support class characters. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need the buckets of damage. I don't need the buckets and buckets of wizard damage. I don't need the best sword to destroy all the hams or whatever. I'm cool. I'll just sit in the back. Oh, you get scuffed up, kid? Yeah, next time don't lean into the punch. Okay, now you'll get him next time. Nope, love you too. Slap him on the ass and send him back into battle with full health. There you go. That's how that works, or whatever. Okay, go get him. Go get him next time. Alright, can we get this built out now? I'm tired of seeing all these freaking pauses. No, that's the wrong button. Yeah. Go. Go? Nope, the other one. There it is. Alright. Please and thank you. Now, did this connect via... Nope, because that's a vertical. Reticle and vertical. There we go. Got it. Alright. We have some planks. That's dope. Actually, I have a stupid question. This probably doesn't work the way I think this is. It super doesn't. Okay, cool. This has to come up one. And over one, and a bunch. I'll be clear, I don't want to spend a ton of time trying to terraform stuff. That's fun to say. A ton of time trying to terraform stuff. That's fun to say, actually. What I would like, though, is I would like an industry that I'm actually pretty happy about, and I'm not really happy with this yet. I want a little more organizing, another metal maker, wood treatment, the sawmills and stuff reorganized, and I'll be happy. This does not have to be some crazy production of things. But I do want a little more order, and I don't really feel like I have that right now. What are you doing? Nothing. Good stuff. Okay, that looks like that. That gets unpaused. Whoop. What did I just do? Ah, I hit the wrong button. Ah, the classic nemesis. Hit the wrong button. Ah, yes. My old nemesis. Hitting the wrong button. I don't want a ton of explosives, but I want some explosives, so... Here's the explosives factory. The explosives factory. The Addams family. What's your problem? Oh, you ain't got the power. I forgot to unpause the little joint right there. Hey. 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 You get built. You get built. Alright. Glad I could give a pep talk. Okay, so there's that. That's dope. This is explosives. Yep, that's what replaces that gap in the resume. This can sit right here. Yeah, I guess as long as we're getting power from the observatory. DD, get out of my laboratory. I guess I can also lower that. Oh my gosh, so much cool crap. Is there anything else I need that's critical for this build? Paper? Paper would be nice. What are you doing? Explosives, thank you. Explosives. How's our power? Power is not butts. That's good. That can pause. Holy crap, that snuck up on me pretty quick. I would like a gear maker. Okay, food is restored. Water looks good. How long does this have? 11 days? Oh, the drought's going to be done well before that becomes a problem. In the words of the ancients, woot, woot. Woot, woot. Okay. I would like to redo some stuff. I'd like to redo a lot of things. Can we get this out of here? That'd be great. Move this over, move the builder's hut down. It doesn't, like, free up a ton of space or anything, but it does make me feel a little bit better. This one has been another absolute treat to play. Yeah, and as I've also said before, the Moose 150, I believe is the map developer for this one, shows a very expert level skill of placing things, so they are always in the way. It's not even like I'm not even trying to be insultory or anything like this. This is honestly really well done. And it is really frustrating how much we've had to redo stuff to get it to work. But still, no, I've really appreciated this map. It can't do. What's our goal here? Yeah, this is a solid one. Would recommend it. If small maps are someone's jam. Yeah. Would recommend. I have enjoyed it. I don't know what the grand scheme of what I got going on here is, but I'd like to see if we can connect this up. What was our plan with this? I think our plan with this was like this and this. Yep, if you could do that, and then we can do this, and we could branch out a little bit more. So you are absolutely, positively going to need you some of kabang bang in your life. Get some kabang bang in your life. Now, maybe automation goes right here. There's a bunch of little stuff I'd love to do. The main thing is probably the planks, so the planks don't choke out the lumber. That's kind of the thing I'm looking for here. Now, like I said, I don't really want to spend too much time building this out, but I would like to build this out at least a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Yup. Awesome. Oof. Very good. And then maybe we start building our industry so it's a on-response industry and not a... Or I guess it'd be a just-in-time industry, really. Just-in-time, it's a phrase I found working a couple of jobs ago, is you can either have updates and patches and code downloaded preemptively, like an update, right? You update your computer before you go to bed or whatever. Take all these updates. Great. Shut it down when you're done, whatever. Or you take an update just in time. It's not usually done for updates, but like if you're gonna run an application, hang on, I'm gonna go check and see if there's a new version. Hey, there's a new version. Before you do all this stuff, you want an update? That's just in time. So we could design our industry same way. If and we chose. That goes away? Because if you could build this, it's too far from a district. You say that, but I don't think that's true. We'll give it a second. You work on this other who's a whatsery. You can pause. We're full of the stuff. And you're paused because we're full of stuff. Yep. 3 more days on this here drought watch. I think everything's good here. Yeah. Once this oak matures, we're going to be just top shelf. Hippity toppity top shelf. And why did I say tacos? Or what did I say? Chimichangas? I said chimichangas like an hour ago, and now I cannot stop thinking of getting like a plate full of tacos and putting my face in it and going until the tacos are gone. That does sound really good. Tacos rule. Keep it going. Now this, I think somebody has to go and do something about that down below, so I can't really do much about that at this moment. But getting industry finished out is going to be awesome. We have plenty of workers. We have plenty of dirt. We're not in a rush. 2 days on the drought. Yep. I have to see if I can go get tacos later. Yes. Gonna have to. Margarita the size of somebody else's brains. Just, it's like a goldfish bowl. For, you know, like a very canonical one goldfish occupancy bowl. I want that full of margaritas. Ah, it sounds really good. Okay, that's still getting built. We're out of planks. Yep, that tracks. That can pause. Alright. What's going on over here? Oh, right. You can wait, I guess. I was gonna remove it, move it over 2 squares to the left, and then build another one. I don't have the planks right now. Patience, patience, patience. Little ant farm is doing pretty well, I think. Yeah. Oh, we have all this scrap metal I don't need anymore. Yep, none of that matters. None of that matters. Is this all scrap metal? Oh, yeah. When I was desperately just trying to move some storages around. Wait, is this also planks? Oh, I had a plank one below as well. That's right. We had a ton of stuff. I remember when I had stuff. And things. Ah, so good. For the zoomy line. Yeah, thanks. Oh, that would work. Okay, maybe zoom line here and thing here? I don't know. We'll figure it out. The neat thing about the situation we're in is we actually don't have a lot of options until we do just a ton of rebuilding, which, like I said, I don't know how much rebuilding I want to do. I kind of scratched that rebuilding itch in our last map. We played Kender Frog's map Jinkies, and that was an irresponsible amount of fun. That was so much fun. A little panic-inducing, because you can see what's about to unfold, but a lot of fun. Yeah, would recommend. Another really cool map. Let me go get Jinkies so I can share it. Stuff is the best. You know what? I don't know if anyone has any controversial feels about that, and that's fine, but my personal stance... Hi, JohnMegacycle here. I think stuff is just the best. Don't even get me started on things. Things are also pretty great, but stuff is the best. This is what gets me kicked off of the internet in general. Just controversial feelings on stuff and or things. What? I just said they were the best. Fight me on that. I mean, don't, because I'm a cuddlebug. Please don't fight me on that. Anyway, this is the map Jinkies. It was a lot of fun to play also. Very tight, very fun. Another one would very much recommend. Oh yeah. Well, don't demolish that now. Wait. Yes, demolish that now? Hold on. We got some stuff going on here. That can go away, and that can go away. I don't know how you're going to get down there, because I have not built a path for you to get down there. None of... Yeah, it'd be up and over and down or whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. It is a fun-tivity for a different time, I think. Oh. Okay. Cool. Whatever. No feels about it, I guess. Alright, what other piece of... Then I just bit my tongue. Ow! Ow, okay. Ow. I do need a centrifuge. So we can start talking about extract. I will need extract for the final thing. That might be a pretty cool thing for us to get set up. Right next to the explosives makes the most sense, ow, 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 ow. Anyway. Centrifuge right here. 2 extract storages. Smalls are fine. I'm trying to think of anything else that's more important that we build up. I'll need paper. We could put a paper right here. Kind of. We'll have to figure out how that works. But we got 2 plank makers. You should be off. I think I'm okay with that. I would like a big... Oh, I don't need that. I would like this guy of elixir... No, extract. Extract storage. I would like this guy of extract storage because the final thing is going to need 500 of it, and it'd be good to just get that done in square. Yeah? Yeah, I guess so. That guy. We're out of planks. Not big surprise. Not big surprise. Okay, so one of the things that I want to automate legitimately is our planks. So, relay. And then I want a resource counter. Sends a signal based on stock level. I guess people have to walk up to this. A resource counter and a resource counter. So this is going to tell me quantity of logs. You're going to tell me quantity of planks. Now the problem is Factorio has this broken down by function. So when you have a decider combinator, that's what is an arithmetic combinator for doing math. The decider combinator is this greater than this? But the problem is if I want to change a different signal read, I need another counter. So this could get a little annoying, but it'll be fine for what I want to demonstrate. What I want to know is when I have at least 50 logs. I have 73 right now, so let's just... Oh, it's got to get built. Okay, so I want at least 50 logs. When there's more than 50 logs, read positive or read on. If we are less... Not percent. If we're less than 100 plank, read yes. this, and yep, that guy, and that guy. So our lumber mills will only work if we have less than 100 planks and more than 50 lumber. So that way, if I forget about our lumber mills, it doesn't just choke out everything. So I'm going to unpause these organically. I'm going to say automate against that, automate against that. So we'll let this run. This stuff will get built, hopefully. No, because it needs planks. Okay, cool. Don't. Yeah, bit of a problem is I don't have the stuff to do the thing. Now, I'm doing it at this level because there's a lot of things that require planks. Gears, treated wood. Oh, approaching. Okay, freaked out. Gears, treated wood. Building stuffs. But the thing I need to stop the log consumption for is because I need it for food production. So that's why this whole thing. I'm also out of gears, so that's fun. Oh, I only have one gear maker. Oh, no, bro. Alright, that's fine. Copy, thank you. That's fine. We'll make it... We'll probably remove the metals. We'll do some shifting. It's just I want to get all this stuff kind of fleshed out, right? That's not going to work at all. Yep, cool. That's alright. That's the fun thing, and the thing that's always been something I have to talk about. Well, I have to talk about, but I want to make sure I do. When playing games like this with someone new, is they'll watch someone on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and they'll get really hung up on building the perfect base with the perfect formulas or the perfect whatever. Oh no, bro. Good day, Revenge. Pleasure to have you as always. They'll get really hung up on like, this is how this has to work, and this is the math, and this is stuff. And what they'll do is they'll build their base, they'll struggle for perfection, which is already not great, but it'll take them so long to get to perfect. And they'll never destroy their base, they'll never redo stuff, they'll never move stuff around. But it's really important to be like, hey man, the base is a living, breathing thing just like anything else. Blow it up, change it, add more stuff, remove stuff, whatever, whatever. Don't be afraid of change, right? That's an important thing to know. And thank you, Henry. Welcome, friend. Appreciate the hydrate and stretch. Once this gets done, we'll have some somewhat decent automation in place. Henry's a wonderful YouTube, oh, not YouTube, oh my gosh, Minecraft streamer. I know things. And, Henry, do you plan on going, like, sheesh, what a day. Oh, man. Are you alright? Automate on that. And that. Now, these are both automated. They will only run when we have at least 50 wood and less than 100 planks. So now, I don't have to touch it, and we're not going to choke out our lumber supply. Pretty neat, right? Hey, I used to be a YouTube streamer, so you're not wrong. Okay, cool. I want to be everyone's hype man, you know? Hey, I think this person does a good job of things. Check them out. And then sometimes I'm just, like, befuddled anyway. Oh, I'm going to go promote somebody when they just joined. You know, so I'm probably doing the opposite, but I like to try. Yeah, how was work? Are you okay? Is that probably the G's what a day, I'm guessing? I guess I'm gonna put the gear maker over here. Yeah, I think so. Oh, did I catch it in time? Gosh dang it, I really gotta automate this. How much got through? Not much here. A little bit got there. Yep. It's drying and it's dying. Dang nabbit, man. I'm gonna take the garbage out. Some jerk face dumped a bunch of huge boxes in the recycle. Are they at least broken down? Or wait, are you the jerk face in this equation? I'm not too sure where this is going. On a scale of 0 to jerk face, who's the jerk face? Everyone's a jerk face. No, okay. Because it's kind of like how I say it, right? Oh, man, who built that splitter here? Oh, what idiot did that? And it's like, I'm in a single-player game. Obviously, the one I did it. Obviously, I the one did it. Work was rough. Our company's main servers crashed on Monday, so no point of sale systems. Only got back online today, and that caused chaos. Yeah. I am sorry to hear all that. That sounds banana pants, not great times. Banana pants, not great times. Food looks good. Water. How much water do we have? It's not even counting down yet. That's how much water we have. Excellent. Finish him. Do I have a bunch of workers? I don't. Right, because all this is running now. The only danger of the whole thing is going to be making sure that you have enough workers going around. Hey, welcome back, Central. Nice to have you, friend. As you turn stuff on and off, you got to make sure you've got enough workers to do the actual work. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Do I know the difference between trash and garbage? Trash and garbage are the same words in my mind? So I guess no. I know the difference between trash and recycling. I know the difference between trash and waste. Rubbish belongs in the trash. Gosh, I don't have a good functional definition of those two words in my brains. Okay, so what we're gonna do a weather station. That's rubbish. We're gonna do a weather station here, so we can detect when bad tides are gonna happen. That's the important thing. So you're going to... oh, temperate weather, I guess, is fine. What I also require is... oh, let's see here. Probably a contamination sensor. Not too sure how I want to handle this. Please build that, though. That needs to get built. What I want to do is automatically control the gates. The gates should be open. Well, I guess I don't know how this reads. Oh, off, on. Oh, okay, cool. All right, that works for me. Perfect. When it is temperate weather, I'm going to consider that to be on. Weather station. So this goes down. When it's off... yeah, so now nothing happens, right? The only thing is I'd like to build like a 10-second counter after the weather changes, but maybe it doesn't super matter. Maybe it doesn't super matter. I'm not too sure if any of that matters. Rubbish is more lawn related. Trash is things you'd throw from your dwelling. Garbage is what you throw from your kitchen. Huh. Okay. I guess, yeah. Huh. That's new to me. I would have just figured it as, this is waste. Well, okay, so I would consider it three things. I would consider it waste, I would consider trash, and I would consider recycling. Recycling is anything that can go through another process to be reusable, whether that's recycling or upcycling or whatever. Trash is stuff that's just thrown away. Waste is something that can be treated but isn't brought back to people to use. Like it gets like, so waste gets treated and pushed back into a river or something. I could see some differences there. Now that I'm talking it out, I could see some stuff like that. Interesting convo. You're dumping your gray water. I'm not. How does that work for like city use though? Like I live in a village, I guess, based on population. Where does that water go after it's treated? Is it directly back into people's homes? Probably. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So our woodcutter stopped because we have 100 logs, or 100 planks. Yep, perfect. That works. Yep. And now we're less than, and now it runs for a little bit. Most people don't know we have 3 containers: recycle, trash, and garbage. Okay. Because I live in a much smaller municipality, it's trash and recycle. That's it. And the recycling isn't even broken down. It goes to another sorting facility. So when it comes down to it, my plastic bottles, my glassware, my newspapers, all that stuff goes into just recycling, and that's it. Yep. I wouldn't mind if I did some sorting. Like, I wouldn't mind doing that as a thing. But, yeah. Plastic, plant life, plastics, rubbish, plant life, plastics, paper containers. That's cool. You should not bag your recycled. I think... Oh, Nico. The garbage company that comes and gets our stuff, we get a notice every year on how we should prepare our stuff, and they ask that it's bagged because they've had problems with it just kicking and blowing around or something. Yeah. I agree that it just adds more work for somebody else. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. But with the garbage schedule, that's what I get. Activate early. Ooh. Customize. I don't care about that. Duplicate. Copy settings. Activate early. I guess no problem. I suppose in small bins your house, but these are industrial sized containers. Yeah, we have like large. I wouldn't call. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I see what you mean. Paper, plastic, and glass is free. I always wanted to be able to make like a. Nico, come here. I've always wanted to do glass work, like in my garage, with just glass containers that is like cullet and broken glass. Come on up, say hi to people. I really like that you are coming here and making your needs known, as opposed to yelling at me from the hallway. Yes. What are we doing? Yeah, as it stands right now, I like the automation bits. We're at a point where it's really nice because the learning curve is low, right? This isn't super complex. We're not writing a CPU, though we could, with the memory cells, right? But I'm really happy that it's easily digestible for new players. The only thing I have maybe as a gripe is to control one piece of the industry, I need 3 devices. Do we have enough raw materials? Do we have too much of the final product? Whatever the answer is, control, right? So I'm tempted to just leave gears running, or like here, nothing's really stopping me from just coming here and pausing this anyway. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it. But having all these separate... So the thing is, like, I can't use this for anything else. Because a different test is going to be more or less than the 50 or whatever I want. 65-day drought. Send water. Oh, I believe it, my friend. Let's send him a hydrate. Get him up with the hydrate. There we go. We have sent water successfully. Yeah. Let's see. What am I doing? What are we doing right now? I don't know what our plan is. I don't have a plan anymore. I didn't really have a plan past this. Do I need more power? I don't really need more power. I do want to get down here and I want to monkey about with this a bit. I think that's the plan. So, We can get down here. That gets popped. This is a natural overhang. This can get demolished. We have plenty of planks, so we're going to do that. There. I don't have a really good plan for what's happening, but having a good time, I'd say that's a pretty good plan. That can go away. And I got Nico here. If you hear brushing noise, Nico is absolutely using his face in the microphone. In case that's coming across. I'm not sure if it is or isn't. It probably is while I'm talking. Yeah, it probably is while I'm talking. Hey. You can use your paws, no claws, okay? Alright, good lad. That got built in a hurry. Holy crap. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hold on, hold on. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, hey, hey. Hold on. Thank you. And I should be able to get rid of this. Oh, I guess I could have just cut across. Oh well, it's at least connected to a path now. Nope, still wasn't. So let's talk about today's stream a little bit, yeah? What I like to do is generally like to stream for about 7, 8-ish hours, something like that. That's usually my vibe. What we'll do is we'll break this into 2 logical chunks. I always send everything to YouTube. It's like an archival, because Twitch only keeps stuff for so long. So I'll keep, I can send stuff to YouTube as an archive. That's kind of the idea behind that. I would like that lowered by 1. Like all this lowered by 1, thank you. And that's what I do. So I break this into 2 3-hour-ish chunks. That's kind of the idea behind it. So what we'll do in about 30 minutes, 20 minutes, right about there. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I'm just going to put my AFK banner up. I'm going to disappear for about 10 minutes. It gives me time to get more water. I'm out of water. I wouldn't mind a brief snack. Keep my hunger away and all that. Is this not doing it because there's path in the way? Maybe that's why, because I put a path on top of it. So that's kind of the plan. Yeah, I'll disappear for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back. And I'll redo my intro for YouTube, just to keep these as contiguous, I should say, contiguous chunks. And that'll be that. And then we'll just stream for another 3-ish hours. What we'll also do is I will... what was I going to do? Something. I forgot. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. Cool, that's out of there. Get this out of there, that'd be great. Okay, did that mean we freed up more space? Not yet. Not yet. We will detonate this guy and get that cleaned out a little later, but we're not quite there right now. Not quite there right now. If we could get that out of there, that'd be great. Yeah, I want to get all this built up with some more stuff. Maybe a little more lumber area. Maybe an industry. I'm not sure. I don't know what we'll do. But I like to have the options. That. Now, if we could get 1 tile in like that, we're golden. Cool. That should just work, right? Pop that thing on. Yeah, I think I'd love to find a mod that could combine some of the automation. Then I might be a little more into doing the industrial bits. God, I am super good at talking today. Wowee, super good at talking. We're gonna go ahead and run this guy for a little bit. Just give us a quick refresh. Yep, it just has to tap that water. Just a little bit, and then it'll be fine. What have you missed recently? Let's see. Industry? We got the industry built out and cleaned up quite a bit. We've automated plank production. That's there. Weather station for all the gates to only be on when it's a temperate weather, or raised, or lowered, I guess. We did the lowered when it's temperate weather. Yep. Talking about dumb crap, and then also expanding some stuff. I don't think you missed much, friend. I don't think you missed much. My streams are generally pretty chill unless the game we're playing is intrinsically action-y. First-person shooter, third-person shooter, RTS, unless it's something like that. You didn't miss much, I don't think. I'm not really too sure what I want to do process-wise, so I'm just adding more land and building out a bit more like that. Yeah. Oh, does this... Whoa, what the crap? Oh, are we one too high? Uh-oh. Oh no, we're one level too high. Oh no. It's fine. I don't think it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be perfect about it anyway. Oh, actually, this is the right height. Have I seen this correctly? Yeah, this is the right height against the residential zone anyway. Yeah, I just wanted some more space. We got extra workers. We're digging up more dirt. I don't know if I'm going to add trees here, but this at least helps a little bit. Flat is bland. That's true. Yeah. I kind of took it as my personal objectives with this map because of how varied it was. Oh, it was so varied. The link to the map is in our pinned conversation on the Twitch. So if you want to check out the map yourself, have at. But yeah, it was a mess. But after learning these skills playing on Kender Frog's map, I've really enjoyed building out that. Here, I'll show you real quick. We called it an OK settlement. Okay. Yeah, just load it. It's fine. We're just here to visit. We're not here to stay. Okay. So this was a tough one because of, again, how small this is. This was the whole map. 32 by 32? 30 by 30 something? So I was really thankful that we played this map because this forced me to build an entire industrial zone under. So this was a lot of explosives and a lot of other stuff to get this all figured out. And I was really happy about it because, like, I didn't know how the supports worked. It is 3 squares away from a support. And then we also took that knowledge and went down here. I'm just going to speed up so you can actually see things. There we go. Oop. So yeah, learning this was a lot of fun because I wanted a lot more production where there's not a lot of room to produce. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. We also did, I think this is maybe my least favorite, but also most favorite part of the whole thing, is just sneaking a little water farm in there. That was cute. That was fun. But yeah, so I've been trying to use those learning tools and that style a little bit. Just cramming as much production as you can for a space that you can't... Oh, it's a hoot. Let me go get it. Let me go get it. It is a hoot. Would highly recommend. If small maps aren't your jam, play Diorama first. Diorama is a map that came with the game. And then check out Jinkies. Like, if you really don't like small maps. I know it's not everyone's cup of joe. But it was a lot of fun, yo. Not everyone's cup of joe, but a lot of fun, yo. There's also, in 1.x, 1.0, whatever we're calling it, there are timed explosives. Yeah, the thing goes a little crazy. There are timed explosives, so the map actively changes a couple of times as it all happens. Hey, okay. Nico, I love you. But thank you. You can't Can't mess with it. Thank you. Okay. He's getting antsy. He knows right about now is when I at least get out of my chair and take that break. Hold on. I'm working my way through the map list linearly, but I'm meticulous and don't have a lot of free time. I get it. I get it. This game is kind of interesting because I kind of feel often that I beat a map before I launch the rocket, kind of a thing. It's not an insult to the game or anything, and I know that sometimes when I have opinions, people are like, oh, you don't like it? No, I love this game. I'm still playing it. This is the only thing I've played for like a month now. I really enjoy the game. But like when you have a certain amount of production, you kind of beat the map before you beat the game. Like, a lot of the time is just waiting on building the thing, building the rocket. So it kind of has a meh feeling after a while. And it's just like, alright, just fast forward. Just, okay, I have the stuff. I got the stuff, let's just move on. That's true. That's true, there's more to do. That's very valid. The only thing is, like, there's so many other maps I want to play, I'm not willing to wait. Just go, 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 go. I'm gonna shut that off. Now, I wonder if there's a sensor for makes noises, indicator, science counter, resource counter, population controls, power meter, weather station, chronometer, contamination, depth, flow, relay, lever. Okay. Timer, memory, detonator, firework launcher. Okay. There's no way to read the map per se. The idea I had was we could read the farm or whatever. And the farm would say, there are 32 arable tiles around me. 30 of them have carrots. And of those carrots, 8 of them are mature. And we could say something like, if you have at least 20% maturity, go send some workers down and clear it. Right? Go harvest and replant and do the whole thing. That would be a little complicated but doable, but also probably really annoying. Oh, we would need to use the memory, but we can't read that. We can't read that information anyway, so it doesn't super matter. Now the reason why I wanted to go up, the whole reason was this, not so I could add more trees. Also, the map is legitimately called Ant Farm, right? But I also did want to kind of build this out so it kind of felt like an ant farm. Storage reading can't read what's on the ground, though. Can it? Hold on. You can do that with the storage reading. Don't know how the memory does anything except remember... Okay, so... yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you could read, are the crops ready to be harvested? That's what I want to know. If you could read the map. Central, what you'll do is, so what was your use case again, Central? We can chit chat through it. I just forgot the use case already, because I'm dumb, and I'm sorry that I'm dumb. That was the whole thing. I'm dumb, and I'm sorry that I'm dumb. Okay, get that built. A counter for days without an apocalypse. You mean without bad tide? So every day, add 1 to the memory counter. Use timer to go 24 days or whatever. And the weather thing to make sure that it is actually a nice day. Right? How do you add 1? Let's see here. Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess I didn't see updates once per tick, hold a specific response, cornerstone, advanced automation. But yeah, we need something that adds. Resets on RST. Oh, this is also a set reset. Toggle latch flip-flop. You can use it as a Schmidt trigger. Otherwise, you'll end up turning buildings on-off really quickly, and your beavers are basically walking from job to job instead of doing the job. I think what they were... Yeah, so this is actually a set reset, which is freaking brilliant. Because building those are a pain. How do you increment? Sends a manually controlled signal. Is this just spring return pinned? That doesn't help. You can combine a less than 100 and a more than 200 counters. Use the memory as a toggle. When I have a pop counter which counts the days where my pop is over 40 beavers, for example. Okay. So pop counter. Total pops greater than 40. And then, what is it? Less than 200 and more than less than 100, more than 200 counters. But I don't know how to build these, like I said. But I'm happy to give it a swing. District mode is fine. If somebody has an example they want to throw up as a link, I'd be happy to paste it in chat. Let's see what this does. Also a chronometer. Time range, working hours, non-working hours. Sends a signal based on time of day. So you could say at 16. At a certain time. So there's your once per day. Right? There's your once per day. Population 40. You need a relay. And ops and chronometer. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to get it to... I haven't seen a machine that's just increment +1. Yeah, you do need a counter of some sort. I agree with you. Well, these things will have a usage count, but you can't read that from a different machine. Right? I can't say automate on this. Yeah. I don't know how to do increments. That's a good question. I don't know how to say, oh, this triggered +1. Oh, this triggered +1. Oh, this triggered +1. Yeah, I'm not too sure how you do that. It's a dang good point. Does anyone know? No, you're not crazy. Yeah, sorry, when we were talking before, I assumed incorrectly there would be a +1 mechanism, and I do not see one cleanly. Waiting for the computer to just basically write code with these things. You do need an incrementer in order to use the memory appropriately. Well, that might be a falsehood in its own right. You're too far from a thing. How about that? Now both our feelings are hurt. Go away. Okay. Now this is starting to look like an ant farm. Actually, what I should do is I should have it open on one side, huh? We'll do it like this. That's good enough, yeah. Little terraria kind of a thing. Terrarium? Terrarium kind of a thing. Okay. In about a minute, we're going to get that ad break. Where do I leave you? Probably here. Build a memory for every single count. Oh, gross. No, don't do that. I see what you mean, but don't do that. That sounds terrible. We're going to go ahead and take that break. This will also, like I said, we'll stop the recording for YouTube. I'll be able to break this up for that. But this will, yeah, the ad break's going to trigger, or at least we'll get a note for it in about a minute. Is there anything I really need to do? Not really. As beautiful and really nerdy and stationary, you could actually program a CPU to handle inputs and outputs. Yeah, that's awesome. I've seen that in Factorio and Minecraft as well. Yikes, too smart for me. Too smart for me. So, there's some speed. I'll just leave it to max. If anything breaks, we'll just reload, whatever. But I'm going to disappear for a few. Thank you all for joining us on the YouTube side. My name is JohnMegacycle, and I hope to catch you next time.